It? Okay. So proton number and the periodic table. Okay. So MRI scan. Who knows the full form of MRI scan? MRI.
محمد رامي اسماعيل.
Magnetic.
Magnetic resonance imaging.
So
محمد
you
رامي.
think you are clever if you search and give the answer? You think you are clever, huh?
No, I'm not, dear mister. I think I heard everyone's keyboard, dear mister.
But what about you?
I was muted, so you couldn't hear it.
But you only so you think you are clever. Huh? What about other students? If I ask something, you search on net and you give me, and then you think you are clever. Is it? It doesn't go like this. If you don't know, you can say you don't know. Instead of becoming proud, okay, and you quickly search 0.2 seconds ago on the net.
Mister, now I know you, mister. Now I know.
Mister, what does it mean anyways?
I need to check. I need to check. I know only two, M and I, magnetic and induction. But what about R? I need to look on Google. Wait.
Resonance, I think.
Resonance? You think, or you already saw and then now you're pretending? I think. Huh. I think. Maybe Google can be wrong. That's why I think, huh? Magnetic resonance imaging. Oh, so my I was wrong. I said I for induction, but I is imaging. Look, I made a big mistake at the start of the class. Now I will start getting dislikes. Look, this is MRI. Okay. Magnetic resonance imaging. Actually, MRI gives these type of images.
It's like X-ray, Mister.
It's like X-ray, but the thing is, in X-ray, you track the bones, but in the brain, do you have bone inside? No.
No.
So how will you get benefited from the X-ray of the head? I think the X-ray of head will not be that helpful as you have MRI of the skull. MRI. You get my point? Yani if you take X-ray of the head, wait, I will show you a photo. X-ray of skull.
So I think X-ray only shows your skeleton system, but
It shows, yes, it shows your bones only. Copy image. Okay, now look here. From here, you cannot make out a lot of things what is going in your brain because it looks empty. Yes, but it is not. But it is not empty. But actually the thing, maafi mukha. Then Jamal will use this. Jamal will use this image now for everyone. Maafi mukh, shofena. See, there is brain, but what is the thing? X-ray cannot detect it. Cannot detect it. Okay. Yes, Jamal, you are giving some precious comments. What happened?
You can barely see it, Mister.
But it is there.
Yes.
But it is there. Okay. So you cannot visualize the brain through what? Through the X-ray scan.
X-ray. So use
but
MRI.
through the MRI scan, it is so clear. Now look at this image and look at this image. It's a complete different story. Okay.
Mr.
So
Magnetic,
MRI,
what, Mister?
magnetic, here, resonance imaging.
Okay. Magnetic
Okay,
resonance
so
imaging.
MRI gives so much detailed description inside our body. Okay, and you must have seen there is a machine and a man on the bed sleeps, yani rests, and then the machine takes him in, and then the scan works. You must have seen.
Oh, Mister, yeah, I was in one of those.
So this is how MRI looks. This is how MRI machine
Oh,
looks.
this one.
Oh, Mister,
This
I
one.
was in one of those, Mister.
What
Me
were you
too,
doing?
I was in,
Playing
Mister,
Minecraft
I
or
don't
what?
know. I don't know when I was married, they put me in this, Mister.
That's why,
No,
because
mister,
they
he just
wanted.
wanted the donut, mister.
Oh, Muhammad Ali!
Mister.
We have a big donut here, mashallah, Ibrahim. Thanks for your
Oh my God.
thanks for being clever.
Mister,
Donut is
because I ate
donut.
Dunkin' Donuts, mister.
Donut memes are not going to end any soon. Yes.
Mister, I was in one of those, but my head was like out the machine. Only my body was in because I had an injury in a leg.
Oh. Okay. So I think next year when I make worksheet again, I will put Muhammad Ali with donuts, so I can make him forever in the next worksheet, inshallah, for the next grade. Okay, quickly. So,
Okay.
MRI scan unlocks some of the brain's deepest secret. It is thanks to knowledge about atoms and what happens inside them that scientists have developed technique like this. Now, how MRI works? Okay, that I think we are not going to study in detail, but MRI works on the principle of protons.
Yes.
That's what I can notice. Now, this chapter is all about protons, but now let me recall, where is proton in the atom? Some things are here.
That's
the
proton
nucleus.
and neutron.
Some things are here, and
Oh yeah, I
some
found.
things are here. So what is the black color, you tell me? Yani black and red
Nucleus.
can be.
Nucleus.
Okay.
Nucleus.
Black.
They're both nucleus. One of them is protons and one of them
And one of
neutrons.
them is neutrons, and then
And
the
the
blue
blue ones
one
is the
is
electrons.
electrons.
The outwards, yes. So that the one that are revolving, rotating outwards, they are the electrons. Yes.
Mister, you need to put four, Mister,
Yes.
of blue ones.
Oh,
So it could be neutral.
oh, you remember that concept, huh? And in the first shell, you can have maximum 2. Okay,
And
but
the
about the
second, you have
second,
a maximum of 8.
yes,
As much
in
as you
the
want, as much as you can.
not as much as you want,
Whoa.
As you
maximum of
want, as you
8.
want.
No,
No, no, the
maximum
second
of
one, the
8.
second.
Yes, that's what I'm telling. In the maximum, there is a limitation 8. If you have
Yes.
9, you go to the third shell.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So here you have 2 more. Okay. Why 2 more?
Okay.
To keep the balance, to make overall a neutral atom. Okay. So black one, I will write it now. It can be anything, and you can consider black one as neutrons, no problem. But Jamal, what is the charge of electron? Jamal.
Charge of electron is negative. Neutron is
It's
neutral.
positive, Mister. It's positive. I'm just
No, protons is positive.
Proton is positive, electron is negative,
Negative,
and
and neutrons are neutral.
what is the charge of nucleus, Jamal? What is the charge of nucleus?
Neutrons and protons, I think.
I am asking the charge. I am asking the charge.
sure.
Uh,
It's
The
positive.
nucleus
I think
consists
yeah,
of what?
positive.
Consists of neutral things and
Positive.
positive things. So overall, it is positive.
Positive.
Yeah.
Positive.
Okay. Okay. So about protons, what do we study here? Look. What is proton number? As you know, an atom has a nucleus. Okay. A nucleus is made up of 2 types of subatomic particle. We know in the nucleus we have protons as well as neutrons. So if I give you something, for example, do you see here? But they're not giving you the full information. Use the periodic table to give the number of protons. Wait. A helium atom has 2 protons. Okay, I'll bring you something on the screen and then you have to solve it and send
But
me.
Mister, a
Okay.
question.
Uh,
What will we do if the Mister brought the table like the book one? What will we do? Because like yours is easier. Your table.
No,
Mister,
he should give both of the numbers. He should give the top number as well as the bottom number. But in this periodic table, only one number is given. So these both of the given.
Mister,
Osama, you are
can
asking
you,
something, yes.
can you add this phone on the group?
Which phone?
This number. It's another number.
What do you mean?
Send me it, Osama. Send me it. I'll send it to you. Mr. Faiz.
Okay. No, I have Mr. Faiz's number. I'll just send it to him. Okay, Mister?
Yes, send me and I'll add that number to the group. What that number is for whom?
My mom's number, Mister. I think
She left
you have it.
already. I have already your number. I added her in the group. Few days back, she left already. I asked her why. She
Yeah,
said there are so many groups.
I told her, okay. She told me, let him add me back.
Okay, let me try it now because I think it's not possible. If someone leaves within few days, I think we cannot add. Wait. And Osama. Osama. Done. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Okay, it's added. Okay, so for this one, quickly, please tell me what is the N number? What is the E number? And what is the P number?
Can I
Or
say
pen, penalty. Give me the penalty number. Give me the P number. Give me the E number. Give me the N number.
okay.
Oh.
Penalty. Now you remember. Now you will never forget.
Yes.
Mister, it's easy, Mister. I got the answer.
Mashallah. If you get, then everyone can get.
How do we get the neutrons, Mister?
Muhammad Ali pretends he don't know anything. أنا ما في معلوم شيء. And when
Mister,
in the
Mister,
exam, he gets full, full out of full. I don't know what kind of magic he does.
Mister, I think he gets the motivation from the big donut, Mister.
No, he always acts so innocent. Oh, I don't know this. This is the first time I hear. I don't
Mister, I just
understand.
don't
And when
try,
it,
Mister. I
when
just
in the
don't try.
exam, he gets 52 marks out of 50. How is that even possible?
Mister, do you know why he gets this full mark?
Ah.
Because in the last 3 years, he always sit beside me in the final exam.
Oh,
Mr.
oh. Now I know. Now I know.
But Mister, I got 14 out of 50 in math without
Yeah.
cheating at all.
Oh, mashallah.
Mister, I got
Okay, give me the
13.
answer. What is P? What is E? What is N number? Tell me.
Can I say, Mister?
Who?
How do we get in, Mister?
Mister, the answer is literally in the thing.
No, it's not. I think.
Yeah, Mister, in the thing. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
thing.
So first of all, you see 35 here.
Yeah, both of them are right.
It
Both of
is
them
the
are
atomic number, so the number of protons.
35.
So protons is equal to electrons.
This is the number
Protons
for
equals to electrons.
positive as well as the negative component.
Negative.
So positive and negative.
35.
Okay. So you will get 35 here
The
And
neutrons.
35 there.
and 35 here. But how do we get N? By subtracting this one and
This one. It will be
79.9.
25.
79.9 is basically
80.
what?
80.
80 minus 35?
45.
45.
45.
Mister, I couldn't even say 45, Mister. They speak too much, Mister. They speak too fast, Mister.
They have, because they already calculated.
No,
Because
Mister,
they
I never
already took
calculated.
because they already took
Mister,
maths classes from Indian teacher. That's why they are so quick.
Mister, they all have calculators in their mind. They're cheating in the exams, Mister.
Oh, the childhood calculator, huh? By birth. They have mods. They have cheat modes, huh? Cheat
Mister,
modes.
ask each one question, Mister, about it.
Wait, we
Yes.
have so many lessons quickly. We need to go fast.
Oh.
Okay, we cannot go one by one. So write the definition of proton number. Proton number is basically the number of
The atomic
electron
number.
number.
Protons in an
Yani
atom.
the atomic number.
number.
Yes, it can be also known as atomic number. But I want to ask you one thing. If I go back to the image,
Yeah.
for 35 you can call atomic number. But what about this 80? You call it what?
Mass number.
Mass number.
Atomic mass.
Correct. Atomic
Mass
mass,
number.
I think also, yes. Atomic mass as well as mass number. And we have, I think, two names for that. So we call this one. We
Atomic
call
number
this one
Mass or mass.
atomic number.
Mister, what do we call the electron? It doesn't sound,
So
Mister,
what do
like
we call the neutral? What do we call the neutron? Neutron.
nuclear. No. Call it nothing.
Mister, what do we
Neutron.
call 45?
45 is
Mister.
the number of neutrons. That's all.
No, like is it? There's no name for it, like proton number, atomic number.
No.
Not
You
special.
can call it neutron number. Call it neutron number.
Electron.
So, Mister, in the
Electron
exam, if you ask us like that question, if they ask the first question, we just say atomic number.
No. You don't say
What is
atomic number. You have to define what is atomic number. In the exam, you don't just write mass number. The teacher asks you what is proton number. No, you have to define what is atomic number. Atomic number is the number of protons or the number of electrons in an atom, in a single atom. That's what it means. Okay. Next one, a boron atom has 5 protons and 6 neutrons. Draw and label a diagram of the nucleus. Okay, so you have to draw literally.
Easy.
So how many protons do you see? 5.
5.
So
6.
you can, in the exam, I think you can do like this. You can write P. Okay. I don't know how is your teacher representing, but I think if you give something like this to me, it looks good. Or you can add, no, I think this is okay. 1, 2, 3, how many? 4.
Shade, all right.
Yes,
And
yes.
you can, yes, shade also. Yes, you can, like you can put a color and then you can make a legend. Yani this thing means proton and masalan black color means this. So this also you can write, or okay, you can write it like this.
You could put X and Y and Z for it.
No. Don't bring algebra now here, please.
Color one and another one.
If you are good at maths, it doesn't mean you bring maths everywhere. Okay, so it will be 1, something like 2, 3, 4. Yes, Marwan. 5
Why
and 6.
the question 2 says that a boron atom has 5 protons and 6 neutrons, and in the periodic table boron is number 5.
Okay, let me give you the answer. Wait, let me label it first.
Mister, can you spawn below?
Oh, span wala spam. Which one is
He
correct?
says spawn. He says spawn.
Spawn.
No. You are saying this word. This word has totally different meaning. You should say
No,
this.
mister. Spawn. SPAWN.
That is spawn.
Spawn.
You
Spawn.
not span. It's spawn. I need to give English
That's
classes or what?
Spam.
Spawn.
Spawn.
Yani when spawn and respawn, yani when the player dies, he respawns from the same position.
Mister, you're playing Minecraft, Mister.
I need to give you some extra information so you stay connected with me. Otherwise, you will start leaving my class.
Oh, me? I never left the class, Mister. I keep lagging out.
Okay, so our friend has entered the chat, Beluga. Okay, now Marwan has asked a question that in question number 2, it's given boron has 5 proton and 6 neutron. But when we look at the periodic table, we see only one number, number 5. Was this your question correct? Was this your question, Marwan?
Yeah.
That in the book, they are giving 5 proton and 6 neutron here. But when you look at this, you see only 5. Now, where is the 6? He's asking. So the thing is, Marwan, this book that you are seeing, this periodic table, these numbers only represent atomic number. The mass number should have been mentioned here at the bottom, like the image I showed you, but it is not printed here. I cannot do anything. But typically, when you see other periodic tables on Google, something, you will find both of the numbers. Let me show you.
But Mister, I think will the Mister bring it in the exam?
No, if he brings in the exam, he should mention both the numbers. Otherwise, it will be an incomplete. If he does, he should bring both the numbers. Otherwise, it will be an incomplete question. So that no teacher will do like this. Okay, no teacher will bring incomplete question intentionally. Okay, Marwan, now look. This is how the complete periodic table should look like. Now look at boron. Marwan. Now, if you round this number 10.8, can we say 11?
Yeah.
So how many N, how many E, how many P you will give me for boron? Tell me.
I don't know.
Okay, Marwan, I got it. This number that you see on the top, the small number, okay? This number just copy paste in the positive and the negative. Okay? Okay. So E will be 5, P will be 5. So far clear?
So I think 10 will be minus 5. 11 will be minus 5.
No. From 11, you will subtract 5 to get this neutron number. That's what you have to do. So what is 11 minus 5? 6.
Yes, 6.
And what is in your question? How many neutron and how many proton? Now you understand?
Okay.
Now you understand? Your book is telling you neutron 6 and proton 5. But why did the confusion arise? Because your book does not have complete periodic table like this one. You got it?
Yeah,
Now, Marwan, tell me for fluorine here,
Yeah.
what is the N number? What is the E number? What is the P number? You tell me.
The E and the P is 9,
Yes.
and the N is 19 minus 9 equals 10.
So I think everyone can solve it now.
Yeah.
Yes, Mister. It's so easy.
So easy. Okay, so this one is 10, this one is 9, this one is 9. So the teacher has to give you something like this. If the teacher does not tell, instantly call the teacher to the class. Okay, but no one will do like this. No one will do like this. But if by mistake the teacher forgets, then you have to call the teacher instantly for clarification. Okay, now we go to the next lesson because
Instantly. Last time the Mr. Math came like last 5 minutes, Mr.
oh, so you should be given full information by the teacher. Okay, so now you understand. Okay, but Marwan, why did I do this drawing? You know why did I do this? Why did I not make this? What's the reason? Why I not make this?
Um, I don't know
Because if you read the question carefully, what they want from us?
nucleus.
They want the nucleus only. And what is nucleus? The central part. Okay. They are not asking me how many electrons are there. Okay. If in case the teacher tells me, okay, label the electron also. Now, Marwan, tell me how many electrons are there in boron? I told you E number is the same as which number? P number or N number?
E number is the same of P number.
P number. So how many P do you see here in this boron? It's given here. It's given here 5. So if P is 5, E will also be 5. Yes.
Yeah.
So then what will you do? In the first one, Marwan, will you draw 5?
Yeah.
No. There is a rule in chemistry that in the first shell, this is known as shell or orbit. Okay. So in the first shell, you cannot make more than 2 electrons. This is the rule. So you cannot put 5. Okay. So how many you put? Just 2. Then
Just
how many are remaining?
And, make another shell and
you make another shell and you put 3. No, then you can put 3. In the second, the maximum limit is 8.
Okay.
8, not 2, 8. Not unlimited. For example, if I give you 15, which number is 15? Let me see. Students, quickly. For example, phosphorus, number 15. Okay. Quickly make the complete atom. Phosphorus, and keep sending in the group quickly. For this one, phosphorus. Okay.
What do you want?
I want the diagram. I want the diagram. How will you make the diagram for this phosphorus? Do you know? Diagram means what? You make nucleus.
Drawing.
And yes, you make shell, you make electrons like this for phosphorus.
We have to send in the group, Mister.
Yes. Marwan is already about to send. What are you guys doing? Quickly. Then you will cry. Marwan has a drawing hack. Please be fast.
I can't send, Mister.
No problem. If you can't send, no problem. Just wait for my answer. No problem. For phosphorus, I want
to see what is the question?
I sent it, Mr. I sent it. Wow.
I said the electronic diagram. I did not say the number of E and P. You have to draw. What I am telling? I am telling I don't want only E and P number. Osama,
Draw.
how draw? Like this? I showed you here.
Oh, get it, I get
This
it.
one,
Okay.
this one, this one. Yes, this. Please listen to the question. If I say full atom, you have to draw that. If I tell you atomic number and like neutron number, then you give me the numbers. Okay, is question clear to everyone? Or someone is still confused about the question? Wait, I'm coming in a minute, okay? I'm coming in a minute.
Okay.
Takes so much time.
Oh, there is a new entry of a student now. Jamal Dosiri 2 times. Halal, Jamal will give me 58 real this time.
What?
Because he, yes, you are 2 times.
Mister, why is there two Jamal, Mister?
You tell me. I want the money. I don't want anything else. I'm Haris. Jamal, be ready with your check. $1 million check, okay? Don't cry later.
No, Mister.
No. Halas, you are recorded now. You have been recorded. You have been caught in 8K. So
Mister,
please
it's a
don't cry.
visual glitch, Mister.
Visual glitch.
Mister, for me, I only see one.
So as usual, the drawing, first one is Marwan as always, not a surprise. So this is a Marwan effort. We will see now. Okay, let's track it down. First of all, to make this diagram, we should know the E and P number, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
E
so
and P number
Marwan,
is
what is
15.
the E, what is N, and what is P for phosphorus?
E and P is
But sorry.
15 and
Before this question, sorry. You have to label it. You have to say phosphorus atom. Please label, everyone at the bottom. Please label it phosphorus atom.
So it's easy, but it takes time.
Okay. You want everything to be done in 2 seconds?
Yes.
Mister,
Ah.
Marwan is the best drawer in class.
I know. But he has stopped drawing living things because I told him the Islamic
Yes.
ruling. So inshallah he will take care. I know. He's a good boy. What is the E number for phosphorus? What is the N number? What is the P number? Who will tell? Badar, tell me the E and P number for phosphorus.
Mister, me.
Wait. Badar. Badar.
Yes. Okay.
Me.
And the diagram is already in front of you, the periodic table. So it will help you. Okay, so I have started getting.
15.
So I got a Chinese version of phosphorus by Osama. This is the Chinese version. Look at the
15.
drawing coming from Alibaba.com.
Ali
Okay.
Baba.
Mister, what does the B stand for, you Mister? Proton?
E,
Mr. 15?
yes, E is 15. What about N?
And P equal 15?
P is
15.
also 15. Very good. But Badar, only Badar. I want answer from only Badar. Okay, please, other students, wait for your turn. Okay. Badar, how do you find N?
N?
Me.
Only
Yeah, Mr. Meme. Are you Mr. Meme or what? Please stay silent.
Okay, fine.
Mr. Me. What? Are you a Camry, Toyota Camry or what? Horn. Alatul horn. Me. What is this? Badar. N.
Yeah.
Give me the answer. How will you find N? You subtract
Yeah.
these two numbers. You subtract this. No, this is not 30. If you round it off, it will become what? Take care. It is 30.9. You cannot make it 30. If you make 30, you will make a big mistake.
13.9.
Okay. not 13.9, 30.9.
30.
30.9, which is what? Which is 31. What is 31 minus 15?
14.
Oh.
14.
Huh?
How 14? 16.
Huh?
Calculator has left
Yeah, 16.
planet Earth.
I make this a calculator.
Throw that calculator in the dustbin now. If the calculator is giving 14. 16.
Mister, my brain stopped, Mister, when he said 14.
Yes, it's
I
hurting,
mean
huh?
15. Did he say 14 or 15, Mister?
He said 14.
It's 12.
Okay.
It's 12, of course.
So let's check whether Marwan's answer was correct or not. So E should be 5. Oh, N should be 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What?
Yeah, Mr.
P.
I
Okay, P should be 15. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Are these total 15?
yeah.
Mister, check
Oh,
mine.
they should
Check
be.
mine.
They should be 31. Here you should have 31, guys. Why? Because N is how much? 16. P is how much? 15. What is 16 plus 15? 31. So here you should have how many guys? 31 guys, which will take a lot of time. And let's see electrons. So in the first shell, how many electrons he put? He put one here, one here. Good. In the second shell, he put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 plus 2, how many? 10. Okay, 10 are finished. How many we need more? We need 5 extra. Okay, extra wala jareer. Then Muhammad Amir will say extra wala jareer. So we will take 1, 2. I think the photo says here 3, 4, and one thing is missing in the photo. Maybe he put somewhere here.
On the
Yeah,
left.
here, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so electron is correct, but proton and neutron, Marwan made a mistake.
Check mine. Check mine.
Let's
Check mine.
choose the Alibaba version. Okay. So
Alibaba version.
Mister, this is not a
Amazon.
circus.
The color, Mister, is proton.
in the first shell, we see 1 and 2. Okay.
It's
In the
open.
second shell, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But in the third shell, look how many we have. We have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Too much. Osama, is there a sale going on for electron? What is happening?
Mister, he's having a panic attack, Mister.
I messed up, Mister Jupiter Math. Sorry.
My face is like this now. When you give me this diagram, my face is like this. Beluga face. Make again. Try again one more time. Jamal did not send me anything now, and he's just giving big comments. Mister, I did this. Mister, I did this. But I don't see anything.
Mister, I sent it, Mister.
To which teacher did you send the answer? To Miss Abida?
I don't have Miss Amida's phone number, Mister.
Then send it to me, please. Lau samaht.
Okay, I'll resend it.
Miss Abida will leave the school, and the old academic director will come back.
Really?
Yes.
Which old academic director?
It's called. She's called Maysoon. When I was in grade 1, she was also in school, but she left, I think, in grade 4.
She is which nationality?
Jordanian.
Oh. So we move on from here. We move on.
Mister, there's nothing important in this lesson, I'm gonna be honest. Only the atomic
Nothing
number
important.
and
Nothing important.
like nothing new, like hard.
Okay. Now if I ask you, okay. Now I will ask you a verbal question. Okay, students, ready? For which element do you have proton number 30?
30.
Can I say, Mister?
Anyone can say.
Zinc,
problem.
Mr.
Zinc.
Yes, because proton number is basically what? The electron number, yani the atomic number that you see on top. Okay, so if the teacher gives you a photo like this and he asks you for proton number of 29. Oh, sorry, the next one. Sorry, the next one. If he asks you for 30, the answer will be zinc. Yes, what are you saying, Ibrahim?
I just guessed that potassium is 18, but I just noticed it's 19. I thought it was because like in electron configuration, I thought it said it's 18.
In our school, they made us learn from 1 to 30, I guess. So from 1 to 30, I know all of these in order. Yani 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. Yes, I remember them.
MashaAllah.
Mister,
والله Indian learning is so
do
hard.
we have to memorize from 1 to 30?
No.
I don't think so. Yani your school wants to make everything easy. Yani one word answer.
so why exam hard?
Khalas. Easy. Nothing is difficult. Nothing. Easy. Okay. So one last question. One last question. It's very bad. Yani you guys will feel very proud. Okay, I know this much. I know in chemistry out of 50, masalan, I got 48 marks. But if we ask you something in detail, you will not be able to answer because you guys only answer very small things. Okay, match the following. Okay, give one word. Okay, true and false. This is
So
not
look at biology.
how studies go. You have to write.
writing.
You have to write big answers when it is necessary.
Mr. The
For
biology
example,
test was so long.
long what?
Like
Yani,
in
are you
writing.
writing big answers?
Yeah,
Yes.
big
Yes.
answers, yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Everything explained.
Like very big answers. Like
Yeah, now
each one
Okay.
has
this
like
year
4
everything
lines.
is
Now
explained.
here, okay. Which element has proton number of 74?
74.
Can I say, Mr.?
Mustab. 75.
Tungsten,
Tungsten,
Mr.
tungsten.
Gold.
Yes.
No.
Tungsten.
Gold, where is gold? Marwan, where is gold? Tell me the number. I am searching.
Mustab, look at osmium. Mr. Look at osmium. I am double osmium.
Oh, today, yes. Osama's username is this today. Wow, osmium. Wow,
So,
wow,
Mr.
wow.
And
Osama,
Do we have a DO for donut? Look quickly.
yes, I think there is.
Where?
I think, yeah.
Mr. How did you relate donut?
Now you are a donut meme forever. You are donut meme forever now.
This, Mr. There is more for Muhammad, but there is no DO.
There is MN for
that's
Marwan.
sad. It's okay.
There is MO where? I can't find.
Muhammad
42,
Amir,
Mr.
Mr. Muhammad Amir.
Molybdenum.
Where?
I'll take a
42.
screenshot of it, Mr. See at what.
This one. Molib, you say molib and then denim. Molib, denim. Molib and then denim.
Molybdenum.
And the people who don't know the pronunciation, they say molybdenum. They say bednam, but which is
Yeah,
incorrect pronunciation. Molybdenum. Some people say like this, which is incorrect. Okay, so we have to quickly rush it. We go to the next lesson because this lesson was already so easy. Electrons. Now electrons is again simple. I told you electrons come in the shells or in the orbits. Okay, you can call it shell, you can call it orbit. No problem. Okay. Now electrons are equal to which number? Atomic number or mass number?
Protons, atomic number.
Atomic number. Okay.
This number is the whole atom. Right?
This number represents how many protons are there or how many electrons are there. Okay, now look at this. Look at this. Very, very important thing for your exam. The first shell can have a maximum of what? 2. And do you know what is the logic behind this? I think 2n square is the logic, maybe. If you put n as 1, what will be the final answer? And 1 to the power 1 is what? 1 multiplied by 2. Okay, if you put n is equal to 2, If you put n is equal to 2, what do you get here? What is the 2 power? 4. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. Okay.
Mister, they say
Let's
that
do with 3. Do with 3. If you put 3 here, what do you get?
And 2 multiplied 3 equals 6. 6 multiplied.
Nah, you don't do like that. You multiply these two and then make square. Incorrect, totally wrong. You do the square first.
Mister, 18, 18,
2
18, 18.
square. 2
2
square.
square is no.
12.
How 2 square? How 2 square?
Master,
3 square. 3 square
3
is
square
9.
is 9.
Oh,
What is
three
the double
square,
of 9? What is
18.
the double of 9?
12.
So what are you
18.
getting? So what are you getting?
But Mister, Mister, the teacher
So
told
for
us
the fourth
that
shell, what will you
Mister,
have? Tell me.
Mister,
Yes, Adnan.
the mister told us put on the third shell on the air.
Mister 18 multiply 18 and 2
32,
multiply
Wait,
by 2 is the answer.
wait. Say it again. Say it again.
Mister said put in the second and third shell 8, 8. Don't put 18.
Yes, mister. He told us 8, 8 because in our grade we are small to 18, so we
Yeah, I
have to
wanted
put
to say that.
8, 8.
Yes,
I wanted to
I'm
say
about
that.
to tell. I am about to tell that. I am about to tell that. He said correct thing. He's totally correct. And let me tell you why. But my question is not that.
Yeah,
First
the
one,
fourth shell.
first one,
32,
you get
Mister.
2.
2.
Yes.
So if you put 4 here, what is the square of 4?
16.
16. What is the double of 16?
32.
32. So this thing, if you remember, you can figure out for the 10th shell and 20 shell how many number of electrons can come. So this is the magic thing, 2n square. I think it's not given in the book.
Yes.
Oh, extra information, huh?
Yeah. Mister, you
So
give us
2.
the information. It's not in the book and the physics, so now it will come this.
2, 8, 18 and 32. So your teacher was
Mister, there's
telling
somebody
that in the...
sleeping, Mister.
Yes, good money for me. So let him sleep. So 2, 8, 18, 32, your teacher said totally correct thing that in the third shell, please do not put 18 because you guys are still in small grades. That is totally correct because there is one more rule in chemistry. What is the one more rule? That in the second last shell, what? In the second last shell, you cannot have more than 18. Okay, so let's think. In the last shell, sorry, in the last shell, you cannot have more than
18.
8. Sorry, not 18, 8. Okay,
So Mister
wait,
18 is not with us.
I am explaining. I have a call. G. अच्छा टाइम लग जाएगा मुझे आधा पौना घंटा तो लगेगा कम से कम
Mister, you have your mic open.
Oh, okay. So if I give you something like 10, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 20. Where is 20? For which at material we have 20 number? Let's think. Calcium. Okay, good example. So 20, 40. Yani everything is 20 here. NEP, everything is 20 for calcium, correct? This is 20, this is 20, this is 20. Why? Because 40 minus 20. Yes? So for calcium, everything is 20, correct? Okay.
Okay.
Mister, how about for like big proton numbers?
I'm going there. Now for calcium, tell me. It has 20 atomic number, yes? So in the
Yes.
first shell, how many electrons will be there in the second and in the third? In the first you can have 2 electrons.
2. Yes. 8.
In second you can have 8.
Then
Now
10.
8 and 2, 10. Now remaining how much? 10. Okay, you put
Yes.
this. But there is a rule in chemistry that the last shell cannot have more than 8. So what you do? You just put 8 here and then you put 8
2.
here. And how many left over?
2.
2. You put in the fourth shell. Now you understand what did your teacher mean? This is what he
Yes.
mean. Okay. So you can just remember this.
I
Okay,
want to
now we move on.
number like 100 protons as an example.
You can use this logic, okay, and this logic, and then you can find. For example, if I give you 50 or 60, then you can think, okay, 2,
No,
then
no, no.
8, then
Like this,
18.
there is elements with like 100 protons. Go up to the periodic table.
But I think 100 proton number is not your curriculum as of now for grade 7. Okay, so I think it's better not to go there, okay, to create confusion. And let me bring oh, Marwan sent me something I didn't notice. Okay, now we have Azahma, but the photo is still incomplete. MashaAllah, I need to give photography lessons or what? Marwan, where is the N, where is the P? How do you identify which one is N, which one is P? This is the headache of teacher? This is the headache of
Mass,
teacher?
Mister.
Mister, I think
He gave the atomic mass. He wanted you to count them so you didn't like get confused.
Okay, but you have to give some identification. Do you see some small dots? Maybe he was making mark, or maybe he's
Yeah.
counting. Maybe he's counting. So he should label like N, something like this, and then P, something like this. Okay. And the outwards you can mention E. Okay. And one more thing, I think I have one more image. Molybdenum. Oh, okay. So, okay, going to the electrons quickly. So let me read this part and let me see if anything important is there. Okay, so be silent now. Three types of separated particles: protons, neutrons, electrons. Okay, neutral number, a neutral atom has the same number. For example, hydrogen. Sodium has, okay. The number of elements so different electron number. Okay, so one thing you can remember as fill in the blank from this portion. Okay, what is the fill in the blank or true or false that I can expect here? If you have two different elements, okay, this is element number 1, this is element number 2, and their atomic numbers are different. Okay, so if their atomic numbers are different, their properties, their
Isotope.
chemical properties will also be different. What isotopes? I'm
That's-
saying two different elements. I'm not saying the same element has different atomic number
okay.
or mass number. Okay, so you have two different elements, so their atomic numbers are different. That's why they will have what? Different properties. So this is very important. Now read this red line. Sodium and silver have different what? Chemical properties. Why? Because their atoms have different number of electrons. Okay, so this you have to remember. Now, how are electrons arranged? It's given here: 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 in the second, and 1 in the outer. But this example is for what? Only for the sodium. Okay, and then the rule. Okay, I think you can make like this although in the exam. No need to make all the crowded. Okay, so what I was saying, maybe this can be bypassed. Like if you have, if I again tell you how to make this, how will you make this phosphorus? In the center, you will just write 15 protons. Okay.
What
And
if
you
I
will
just
write,
write 15p?
I think that's also good. No problem.
Yeah, I think that also works.
Jamal don't want to write. He's want to sleep most of the time in the exam. So he want to finish the
Mister,
exam
I couldn't
early.
sleep on the exam today, mister.
And then you will write outside. But outside you have to specify the number of electrons. So you make shells like that and so on. Okay. So in the center, what I said previously, you have to make each and every circle. I think it's not that important. Okay, you can just write here 15 and 15p. Okay, Marwan and everyone, just make this. It will
Okay.
say it will save time. But the outside diagram
Wait, so I don't.
stays as it is. It stays as it is. Okay. Don't just write
Okay.
15 electron. Yalla, move on. Okay, make them. We show them in the different shell. Ibrahim, yes, what are you what are you asking?
I actually forgot. Just because you were bringing this up, I had another question that I forgot that one. So basically, I forgot both of my questions.
Okay, so I did a good job. Huh? So this is known as electronic
Yes.
configuration or electron configuration. Yani in the first shell, how many will come? In the second shell, how many will come? Yani this arrangement is known as what? Electronic configuration. So we did already electronic configuration for calcium here moments ago. Yes.
Okay.
So if the teacher tells you that calcium has atomic number 20, okay, and then
Okay.
give the electronic or electron configuration. So you, at that time, you don't draw this. Okay, you don't make this when the teacher tells you electronic configuration. What you do? You write here first, second, third, fourth, and then do what? 2, 8, and as per the requirement. And if calcium is 20, then you put like this. Okay, so this thing is known as what? Electron configuration. What happened? Why are you becoming a cat?
What?
I'm sorry, I think he's yawning.
Very scary.
You.
No, I was just
Mr. Who?
mimicking Jamal. So that diagram shows below the electronic configuration of the first 18 elements. Now, look here in argon. See, in the first shell, they just put 2. In the second shell, they put 2, 2, 2, 2, 8. And in the, wait, in the third, they put how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Because after this, what will happen? What will happen after this? When they start putting 9, it will be a problem. Because in the last shell, you cannot have more than 8. So where will you put this one extra?
I'll make another shell.
Make another shell, mashallah. Very good. Everyone is sleeping. Else.
Miss, is it 16? Miss, if we made another shell, is it
Wow.
8 or 16?
It will be. No, argon is 18. How 18?
Yeah, argon is 18.
8, 8.
No, Mister. For example, like the fourth one. For example, there is more. What is the maximum?
For fourth?
No, for this one. For this one. What is the maximum in the fourth slot?
The
Four
book is
circle,
not.
Mister.
The book is not giving you 4. The book is only giving you until the first 3.
No, Mister.
Yes.
Like for like thinking, like Mister. Like a question from me.
Okay. What's your question? Put your question again.
My question is that if there's, for example, a high number of electron atom,
Yes.
how much can we put in the fourth circle, fourth slot?
The maximum I told you here, the maximum is 32.
32.
You can put
Yeah.
maximum 32, but you do not forget the rule that in the last we cannot put more than 8. Yani these two things, both of them you have to remember.
Okay.
Okay. So now we go to one of the questions. Give the number of electrons in the atom of nitrogen, fluorine, aluminium. Okay. Nitrogen, fluorine, aluminium. Now where is nitrogen? Think, search.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen, and then fluorine, and then aluminium.
Nitrogen. Mister, I found it. It's 7 protons.
7 electrons, I'm asking.
Nitrogen, 7 electrons, fluorine,
Alexa,
9
are you taking help from Alexa?
I said electrons.
I got it.
Mister.
Now we got it. Now everyone knows. Now you are exposed. Nitrogen is
Fluorine
7.
has. And
Fluorine has
AL,
9.
what's AL, Mister? What's AL? Yeah, I said 9, bro. What's
Aluminium
AL,
is
Mister?
13.
AL?
Aluminium is 13.
Aluminium. Oh.
Al-Fatah. Al is Al-Fatah group. Wow, you are asking
Ha
me
ha ha
Al?
ha.
Aluminium.
Mister,
Aluminium.
I said
Oh.
aluminium.
You say aluminium?
Aluminium.
Aluminium or
Yes, I
aluminum,
said it,
whatever.
Mister.
Okay, but I'm not asking aluminium. I'm asking how many number of electrons are there for aluminium?
13, 13.
13
13.
for aluminium electrons, for fluorine 9, for nitrogen. Look here.
7.
Aluminium here, fluorine here, and nitrogen here.
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 Okay, nitrogen 7. Fluorine is 9.
So this chapter was also very easy. Now you go to the Mandi. Now this one, you have to be very careful now, because now we are going to the difficult stuff. These two lessons were very, very easy, nothing.
Wait,
Now
Yes.
wait, Mister, what was the
Now
definition
very
of
silent.
if anyone makes joke here, he is going to get it.
wait, Mister, what is the definition of electron configuration?
The definition is the number of electrons that are arranged in different shells. That is known
Okay,
as
thank you,
electronic
Mister.
configuration. Okay. The arrangement, the book tells you what? The arrangement of electrons in an atom is known as electronic configuration. So
Okay.
hopefully the teacher will not give you this big number like calcium. I give you this big number for 20. Okay. But I think the teacher will give you 18 or less than 18. And it's somewhere between these things. Why? Because the teacher wants you to only focus on the first 3 shells, because that is easier. But if you go to 4 shell, 5 shell, it will become very big and complicated for the beginner students. Okay. So what are the maximum shell that we see in the first 18? 1, 2, and 3. But what comes after argon? Ar. What comes after argon? Look here. Ar is 18. What is 19?
Potassium.
Potassium with the
Yeah.
letter capital
And then
K.
calcium. And
So
then
okay, let's take K. So will K, yani potassium, have 3 shells?
No.
no.
4.
No, they will have 4. Yani the same structure, but you have one more outside. Khalas, this became potassium. Okay, this is K.
Okay.
Mister, is
Okay.
it necessary to learn like the atomic mass and the atomic number of every element, like these elements that we have to learn?
See, nothing is necessary, but it's like in our school, we were told to learn them in series. What is the benefit if you learn in series? You only know the atomic number. For example, if I tell you how we learned, we said hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, and then CNOF. Okay, so you can say 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you are not dependent on the periodic table. If the teacher did not give you periodic table, will you cry in the exam? No, you have to cry at home. Okay, in the exam you have to solve. So for example, for nitrogen 7, but if you look here, nitrogen 7. Okay, so it's the thing. Yani like if you don't know the tables, table of 6, table of 7, will you fail in the maths exam? No.
Yes.
But if you know the tables, it will make your work faster. But if you don't know the table, you can literally make the table in the exam, but it will waste a lot of time. You get my point?
Yeah.
So if you learn them in series, you already memorized the atomic number. So no one remembers the mass number. Okay? Because mass number is not in series. Look here. Look at the mass number or atomic number. Look. You have 1 here, and then you have what? 4. How will you remember 1 and then 4? And then what is the next? 7. How will you learn this series? You cannot
You are
learn.
genius, you are.
Okay, you can learn. Okay, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it will take a lot of hard work. But if you focus only on the atomic number, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's in series. So you can remember that for your own benefit. But if you don't learn, it's not the end of the world.
Because, Mister, in the worksheet there is a table that they give us the atomic number of an element that we have to like know the number of neutrons, electrons, and protons.
Then I think, but in our school, in our curriculum, they never stress us to learn the mass number. They only focus for the atomic number. For mass number, the teacher has to give the proper question. Now making ions, and what is the next? Inside ionic compound and covalent bonding. Now from here, it's getting complicated, students. Please do not speak in between when I'm explaining. Otherwise, I need to
Okay.
re-explain the whole thing. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So the goat is licking salt, sodium chloride. Why? The goat gets sodium ions from salt like other animals. The goat needs sodium ions to make it hearts and nerves work. Okay. Now, what are ions? They are charged particles. Before we learned what? An atom is electrically neutral. Yes? Yani the number of minus and the number of plus are same. So overall it's neutral. Yes?
Yes.
But here we are not talking about the normal atom. We are talking about the charged particle. So ion is not neutral. Okay? I will tell you what it is, but ion is not neutral. Either it can be positive or it can be negative. Okay? This is how I represent positive and negative. I don't write the whole thing again and again. Okay?
Yes, also in our class the misters make this.
They make like this? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, he's studying. Beluga is studying now. Okay, so what are the ions? An ion is a positive or negative charge. Look, the first line says it all. It is either positive or negative. You cannot say an ion is overall neutral. Okay? If in the true and false you get a question, ions are neutral. Jamal, what will be your answer? Badr, what will be your answer? True or false?
What?
What is the correct answer? Yes, true. False is good. Okay, this is the correct thing. And how will you modify this statement? What is the right answer?
Can I answer?
Ions are positive.
Mr. Can I
No.
Can I answer?
Mister, can I answer?
Please, yeah, Mister. Please.
Mister, me, Mister.
Negative.
No, Mister. Please.
Mister, can I answer? Mister,
Just
please.
Mister,
Mister.
the mister just asked you who mentioned.
Oh.
I'm back. I'm back.
Mister,
I have
can
a
I
cold,
answer? Can
so
I
I
answer?
need
Can
to
I
go.
answer?
Yes.
Can I
So
answer?
Badr
Can I
Badr
answer?
said that the ions are positive, but not always positive. They can be negative also. Okay, Badr?
Yeah.
Mister,
It
can
can
I
be
answer?
negative.
Can I
Yes.
answer?
Yes, but Jamal, we already answered. What are you answering now? We already answered.
No, Mister. Me, I'll answer you, Mister. Please.
No, for the new question or for the same question? We already answered.
For
Okay,
this
so
question.
ions.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know, but
now how are
you said
ions
to
formed?
modify it.
Now how are ions formed? Now pay attention to what I'm going to tell you now. For example, I'm here in the fluorine. Okay, I have how many electrons currently? And how many protons here for fluorine?
Electrons are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7
7,
and 7.
8, 9, 9 protons and not electrons.
Okay, so negatives 9, positives 9, overall what? Neutral, correct?
18.
But now pay
Neutral.
attention. Now pay attention. If I kidnap this guy, okay, and I remove this electron, what will happen? Now electrons are how many? 8.
8.
8.
It's
But protons are
And
still 9 because I
protons.
did not change anything in the nucleus. Okay. Now, what do you think? The overall charge will be what now? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Yes. Why?
Positive.
Why positive? Why positive?
Because there are
because
more
the electron
protons
is
than
negative and one
the
of them is
electrons.
gone. So there's more protons than
Yes.
Or
electrons.
there were more.
Because one guy got a red card.
Yes.
Okay. So he's no more. He got a red card. He's kicked out. So you have only 8 electrons to work, but you have 9 protons. So these guys are more. So it will be positive ion. You get my point?
Yes.
That's how
Yes.
ions are formed. That's how we go to chapter 10.3 from 10.2. Yani this is the link between 10.2 and 10.3. You get my point?
Yes.
So if in the true and false,
Yes.
the teacher tells you ions are formed by gain or loss of, what will be your answer? Fill in the blank. Proton, electron or neutron? Which one is correct answer?
Both.
Huh.
Both.
Electrons, Mister.
Only electron is the correct answer. Osama, nice
Why?
job. What? Why? Is proton
Mister,
floating around?
maybe
Is
if you
proton
like, maybe
is proton floating around?
No.
No.
How will
if
you
we
kidnap?
remove proton instead.
How will you kidnap it? How will you kidnap it?
I don't know.
You cannot. Okay. So ions are basically responsible for formation of ions. Electrons are responsible. Okay. Not neutrons, not protons. Am I clear?
Clear. Clear.
Okay. So
Clear.
now these two sentences make sense. Read them in your mind.
Yes.
If an atom gain electron, overall it will become what? Negative, because there are more electron guys. But if it loses, what happens? It becomes
It will be
positive charge ion.
positive. Positive.
Now I will tell you what is the name of positive charged ion and what is the negative charged ion.
Mister, what
A
is the
positive
difference?
charge ion is known as cat ion. Cat
Cats.
ion.
Mr.
And
Beluga,
the
Mister. Away.
and the negative charge is an ion. An ion.
Oh, it's an ant.
Not onion, not onion, Jamal. Please don't be hungry. An ion. It's an ion.
Mister,
Mister, I was
cat.
gonna say ant, mister.
Oh, so
Mister,
you are non-vegetarian. Oh, ants. Okay.
Mister.
That's why this guy is supervising us because he's
But Mister,
taking.
his name is a whale, Mister. It's not even a cat.
Yes, his name is coming from a whale. But anions and cations is given in this chapter or not? Have you heard these words before in your life?
No.
Never.
No.
Okay, no problem. So I think this is extra information. It's unnecessary, but I will just keep it on the screen. Okay, now
Mister, cat is for positive or negative?
But Mister,
cat.
you told us something about this
Cat. Meow.
like in the cathode ray lesson. You remember?
Yes, in the cathode ray and the anode. Yes, yes, we
Yes.
did. Yes. Now look here. Now look here. Look here. Look here. Look here. What is happening? You have this sodium guy. Okay. This is the diagram of the actual sodium guy. Okay. And for chlorine, you have this structure. Okay. Now what is happening? Look, one electron is leaving the sodium, yani leaving the India and
Goes to
going to
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
we will be in
China.
trouble. Go to
Nepal,
Saudi Arab.
Nepal, Nepal.
No, KSA, KSA.
No, he is going to KSA. So what is happening? What is happening? Yes?
Yes.
Nothing.
So Osama said
Mister,
mister and then he
So
went.
sodium is losing electron or gaining electron?
Losing.
Losing electron. Chlorine? Chlorine is gaining electron. So which one will be anion and which one will be cation?
Mister, I forgot. Like which one's for potassium and which
The
one?
Sodium will be cation
Mister, أنا
and chlorine will
Muhammad
be
Ali,
anion.
you don't see anything here?
Oh,
Mister,
my bad.
Mister,
Yes.
sodium will be cation and chlorine will be anion.
So Adnan is saying sodium will be cation and chlorine will be anion. Now Jamal, explain. Is he correct or incorrect, and why? Mic problem, huh?
No, Mister, internet.
Internet problem. Oh, okay.
I can explain, Mister.
Oh,
Mister, is this Mister?
breathing problem.
Yes,
What?
maybe.
Jamal left the chat or what?
His
Left
headset,
planet.
Mister, costs 700 riyal. Of course, it's not a micro.
Jamal, you are paying double fees today. You better give the answer.
Oh, yes.
Is he really
Jamal.
going to pay double? I thought it was a joke.
Jamal, you can hear me?
So Badr is laughing with his emoji.
Mother is always on top.
Mister, I think he went to get a snack. I think.
Mister, I can explain, Mister.
Okay, let's do with Marwan. Yes, Marwan. Adnan is telling me sodium is cation and chlorine is anion. Is he correct or is he incorrect?
What is cat and onion? And onion. Onion, Mister.
See, it's not onion, it's anion, an. Okay? It's
Anion.
an. You say an, and then you say iron, and then you say cat, you say iron. You don't say cation iron. It will become something else. Okay? What is anion? Now, Marwan, I told you
Like I would
something.
explain.
I told you something. If you have electrons here and the electrons are leaving the position, okay, leaving the shell, what will happen? You have less electron.
Yeah, so it will be.
So it will be positive.
No, negative charge.
No, if minus
Yeah,
things,
positive. Yeah, positive.
if minus is leaving, what will happen? You will get a positive charge. But if
Yeah.
minus are coming more, and if minus is coming more electrons are coming, what will happen? It will become negative charge. Okay. Now what is happening to sodium? Is he leaving or is he gaining?
Leaving.
He's leaving. So what will be the overall charge of sodium now?
A positive.
Positive. And positive is known as what? Cation. Okay. So this answer is correct of Adnan, and this one is also correct. Jamal, are you there?
شطور
Yes,
يا
mister.
عدنان.
Yes,
I
mister.
said
I
to
went to the
Adnan
bathroom,
شطور.
mister.
You went to the bathroom when I asked you a question. You go to planet Mars
When?
when I ask you a question. You go to Bakala when I ask you a question. And all the other time you are in the class. How do you make this happen?
Mister, I don't know حظي زي كذا mister.
Mister, he
No,
just has bad luck.
it's always the case. Yani, when I ask you something, you are never here on this planet. I don't know what's the
He
issue.
dies.
And then response. Ha 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 ha. Good one, Mr. Faz. Good one. You are improving in comedy. Comeda. Okay.
Oh my god.
So
Mister,
when
he's
you
not
say it,
here
it's
today,
funny,
mister.
Mister. But not the joke itself.
Now,
But
before, this was before, and this is after. You know the advertisements they make this before. This guy was 100 kg, and after
Yes.
he became 20
now it's
kg.
50.
Okay. Not 20. He will die. Sorry. Not 20. Okay. So this is before. This is before. This guy is trying to go here.
Okay.
Robot among us.
Who,
Now,
I
mister?
thought it was Abby for a second.
please guys, check in the outer shell. How many electrons are there in chlorine in the outermost shell only?
1, 2, 3, 7.
7. Now count here.
8.
8.
8.
And look and count for sodium. So for sodium.
One,
Sodium, not codium. I mean
two,
sodium here and here.
8.
1.
Only 1, Mister.
What?
1, then
Before it
there
was
is.
only 1, and then
Yes.
1 is gone. So how?
Yes.
So before there were 3 shells. You remember? Look,
Yes.
1, 2, and 3. Now Jamal will say this is a Wi-Fi signal. So before there
Oh
were
my god,
three.
Mister.
Now I will not leave you now. You made me bad all the time. Now there are two. 1 and 2.
2.
Why? Because there
No
is no
Wi-Fi.
more electron. No Wi-Fi offline. Like you. When I ask you a question, you are not there with us. Ha ha ha. Okay. Now that's why. What was the word they mentioned before? And what is the word they are mentioning now? Atom and ion. Before they were mentioning atom. Why? Because this guy was already existing in its shell. But when it
And then he
left the
moved.
position and when he moves, now it is no more a sodium atom. Because atom is what? Neutral thing. Are you understanding the difference, everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And ion is not neutral. Ion is
Yes.
either positive or
Or
negative.
negative.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
sodium ion is positive or negative?
Negative. No, positive,
Negative.
positive, positive, positive.
This
No.
is positive. Why?
Yes.
Because it has lost. It has
Yes.
lost a player.
Yeah, an
Okay.
electron.
And this one has gained that same
Yes.
player.
It's
Huh?
negative.
An-Nasir group.
برشلونة
This guy
PSG.
has
Al Nasser, bro. They
An-Nasir.
gained Mister. They gained Cristiano,
Oh no,
Mister.
Mister. Sodium is very
That
stationary.
electron not
Chloride is
afraid of
intermediate.
stuff.
But now I want to tell you even the next level. How many electrons sodium lost? Just
1.
one.
Yes.
So the sign here will be +1 and -1 charges. But
Yes.
if two guys were going from left to right, what will happen? +2
We will
and
change minus.
-2. You get my point?
Yes,
That's
or
the.
Mister.
Now chemistry is becoming interesting. Now chemistry
Yes.
is becoming interesting, I think.
Mister in our class said if there was only one electron loss or one gaining of electron, you can only write the sign without any number.
Okay. Okay. I don't remember this thing, but maybe this is the case, I think. Okay. So let's see what is there in the next page. Why do atom forms ion? The element argon makes up 1% of the air, does not take part in inert. This word will come a lot in chemistry. Inert. Inert means what? Unreactive. What is the meaning of inert? Unreactive.
Unreactive.
It does not react. It's neutral.
Formula.
Unreactive.
This is a
Formula?
formula. It's up
What?
thinking and working scientifically.
Hmm.
Is this important?
This is, see, look. What is the symbol for sodium?
What?
Sodium S. No.
S is for
No,
sulfur.
sodium. Na.
S. Na. Yes.
People started searching and then they will feel
No,
proud.
I did not search for
No, I didn't search. How to
I said
search
people.
this?
I said people. Now Na,
Mister, I
you
did
can
not.
write it plus.
Yes.
Cl, you
I
can
just
write
remembered
minus.
it.
Yes.
Okay. That's what they are telling you in this extra information. Here. Here. Okay, look. Na and look Cl. Is it clear so far or anyone has doubts so far till
Mister,
now?
Oh, clear.
Mister,
Everything clear.
Mister,
Yes.
the sign positive and negative will be the opposite.
For Na, it will be positive. Why? Because this guy lost electron. Cl will be
Yeah, I
negative.
mean,
Why?
if it
Because
was
it gave you.
positive,
Huh.
if it was like +1, we will -1 from the
Yes.
electron.
Yes, definitely. If one guy goes here, what is happening? +1, -1. It cannot be +1 and -2. This is mathematically wrong.
And
Okay?
if it's -1, it will be the electron +1.
If it is -1 here, it will be +1. If it is -2 here, it will be +2. Like that. Yani minus happens where? Where you gain electron. Now, who is gaining electron in this whole scenario? Chlorine is gaining electron. That's why we give him minus. Okay, now student. Why is this happening? Let me tell you the reason. in the third shell, okay, we can have maximum 8 electrons. Yes. Hello.
Yeah.
You can hear me? You cannot hear me.
Yes, Mister.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes,
I'm
mister,
just
we can hear
listening
you.
in silence. We're just listening in
So what
silence.
I was saying, in this outer shell, the chlorine has 7 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it easy for 7 guys to go and make house here? Or it is
No.
easy to just one guy move here?
Yes, it's
One
easy to
guy.
one guy.
Because if these 7 guys were going on the left side, what will happen? This guy will become 7 positive because it lost 7 friends, and this guy will be 7 negative. But that is not easy. Yeah, the 7 guys moving is not easy, but one guy moving is easier. Okay, that's why it becomes one positive and one negative. Did you understand both of the scenarios? There are 2 possibilities possible.
Yeah.
Either one guy from here to here moves and both are happy, or 7 guys from here move here and both sides are happy. But which scenario is easier? The one. Okay, that's why this happens. Okay, now let's see what is given here. Stable atoms and making stable ions. So these gases, do you see this?
Yeah.
These are known as inert. I think the name is inert gases or what? Let me see the legend.
Neon.
Noble gases. Yes. Noble gases. These are the noble Amir gases. These are the noble
Yes,
gases.
yes.
Why? Because they do not react with anyone. Okay, they just mind their own business. Okay, so these are the noble gases.
So do we need to memorize them?
Not now, not now. It's not required. So argon is inert because, okay, now I will tell you one thing. Now guys, please tell me, if there was an element which did not have any extra electron here, in the first shell he has 2, okay, in the second shell he has 8. Khalas. Yani in the first shell he has how many? 2. In the second shell he has how many? 8. So this guy is already stable because there is no deficiency. He does not need any electron to become stable. He does not lose any electron to become stable. So will this guy ever react with anyone? It will not react because it is already satisfied in itself. But if there is something like 2 and 7 to become stable, what this guy needs? Either he loses 7 or he gains 1. Which one is easier?
Gains 1.
Gain 1 is easier. Okay, I'll give you another scenario. If you have something like in the first shell, in the second shell, if you have something like 2 and 3, which one is easier? To lose 3 or to gain 5?
To lose 3.
To lose 3. Okay, that's how it works. But if something is 2, 8 and 8 in the last shell, it's already stable. Yani you don't want to bring anything else. So this guy, will he ever react with anyone?
No, just
No,
like argon.
because it. So what is 8 plus 8 plus 2?
16, 18.
20.
Mashallah, maths has
18.
left the chat.
Nice man.
18. Now look here.
Okay.
Now look here. 18.
Yes.
Now you understand the magic of this periodic table?
Yes.
What about 10? What about 10? Look here.
Mr. 2, 8. No. 2, 8, and then.
Only 2,
Yeah,
8. This example, so this
10.
guy will never react. Now are you understanding what is the reason why these guys will never react with anyone? Because they are already stable in itself. They don't want to lose anything. They don't want to gain anything. Okay? So they will never react. That's why they are known as inert. What is the meaning of inert?
Never react.
Never react or unreactive. Now,
Mister, if there is like an atom that has only 2 electrons, does it need
you
more?
you mean 2 and 2? You mean the
Uh,
electronic configuration is like this?
no, like only like one shell, only 2 electrons.
There are only two elements that have one shell, hydrogen and helium.
Yeah, I'm saying like, does it need more or no? Or is it only full?
Okay, now let's draw for helium. For helium, how will you draw?
We put
Hydrogen
the
is number one,
nucleus
helium is
first.
number two. How many electrons does it have? In the first shell, how many electrons does it have?
One,
Two. No,
Two.
one. One, two,
two.
In the second, nothing, because only
Yes.
two. Now,
Wait, okay.
so
I
this
thought
guy
three got.
is already stable because two. So
Yes.
it will
And
he
the other
react
one is
ever?
hydrogen.
Will he
It
react
needs
with
one more,
anything?
right?
He
No.
will not react. Now look where he
But
comes.
hydrogen will need.
He comes in the magical spot. He comes in this zone. You see the magic of this periodic table? This periodic table
Oh,
is like very like one of the greatest things in chemistry.
like Mr.
Yani,
Every,
yani whatever comes here is
like perfect.
unreactive. Perfect. It comes like 2, okay, 2 8, 2 8 8, or like 2 8 8 8, something like these things come here. You get my point?
Oh,
Yes,
okay, okay.
That's
that's why I
that's
need
the
like to
beauty.
put only.
They are always stable, so they will never react. That's why they are known as noble. Yani, what is the meaning for noble in Arabic? Yani Aziz or what?
النبيل
No, a
نبيل
Nobel, Nabil,
نبيل.
Nabil.
Yeah.
Nabil,
Okay, okay.
like
Uh,
Nobel King.
like Mr. There is the one that is purple will be noble, or that is stable
Yes,
will be
yes,
bad.
yes, yes, yes. These pink colors, these ones are noble gases.
Okay.
Where it is
I thought
written?
they're purple.
It's written here. It's written here.
I thought.
Purple. Okay, okay. I don't know. See, I have a purple pen here.
Okay.
Looks like that.
Mr.
Okay,
How?
okay. Let's
I
call it
don't know,
purple. No
Mr.
problem. Let's call it
I thought
purple.
just. I didn't even know. I thought it was purple. So when you zoom out, it's so weird. Like the resolution gets lower.
Till now
Yeah.
we have studied this much. Look at the mess we have created. It's very interesting mess today.
The blue
Okay.
gas.
Now making stable ions.
It's when we use noble
So quickly,
gases.
quickly, quickly, quickly read here. Quickly read this yellow part. Argon is inert because of its electron configuration. Why? Its atom have 8 electron in the outer shell, and the
Yes.
outer shell is full.
Full.
This makes atom stable. That's why this guy will never react. Okay. Next, making stable ion. How do you make stable ion? Yani how many positive you have, the same negative you have. That's why it will be balanced. So how much sodium lost? How much sodium lost? How many electrons? Just one.
One.
And how many chlorine accepted? One. So
One.
one lost, one
One
gained.
gain.
So it's stable overall. It became balanced.
Yes.
Both of them, right,
Okay.
Mister?
Sorry.
Both of them, like the sodium, how much is it? How
So
much
what? So
electrons does it have? The electron. I meant the sodium. It has 8, right? So it will
sodium
be
has
unstable, Mister.
sodium has 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh yeah, okay. So if you lose one, it will be stable, and if you add one to the chlorine,
Yes.
it will be
Yes.
both stable.
But why people are leaving the class?
Oh, they're getting tired.
How many left? Ibrahim left and
Not me,
Osama.
mister.
We're now 6 only. It was like so much.
Osama.
Osama.
Okay.
No
So
problem.
making stable ion. So already I have explained this one.
Yeah,
So outer shell is full, outer shell is full. So they become stable. At the end of the day, they become stable. That's why
easily.
chlorine name changes to chloride ion. Okay. So chlorine becomes chloride ion, but sodium ion stays the same name. Okay. So write the definition of ion. Now these things you have to answer by turning the pages. I will take a little bit bigger break because I have something. I will take a 25 minutes break. After that,
Okay.
I will come. If you guys are interested, you can stay. If you guys are not interested, you can continue your exam studies. Okay? Assalamu alaikum. I will stay in the class. Those who are interested, they can come after 25 minutes. Okay.
Will it be considered as a new class or the same class?
No, the same link. I will just mute my mic and I'll go. So I'm taking a break from my 7:10 p.m. to my 7:35 p.m. That's all. Okay. I'll be back at 7:35 p.m. inshallah. Bye bye.
Finish. Timer finished. Timer finished. Timer finished. Timer
Yes,
finished.
the time is finished.
Timer finished. Timer finished. Timer finished. Timer finished. Timer finished. Timer finished.
Bro,
Timer
you're
finished.
literally alarm, bro. You're the
Timer
alarm.
finished. Timer finished. What?
Timer finished. Where did you go?
Yeah. The phone battery finished. The timer also finished. This like facts.
But there is one student missing. Who? Jamal? Oh, not Jamal.
No, Mister, I am alive.
Oh, please give relaxation to my ears. You just you just oh, Muhammad Amin left. Okay. So now we continue quickly. We now continue quickly. Now most ions have electron in the outer shell. Most ions. Who will give me this answer? They are asking about ion. They are not asking about atoms. Most ions have 8 electrons. Why? Hello? No one?
I'm back.
You're back. What about other students? Adnan and Badar are there?
Mister, I'm
Mr.
still here.
Ramos
So.
have 8 electrons
Yes,
at
sir.
the electron.
Hello, Mister.
So I'm asking this question.
Mister,
Most ions have
because ions arrange the electrons in the shell
Yes,
because
mister.
because it
I am
staples
better.
it. Because ion staples
okay, Badar.
the last shell in the electron in the atom.
Because in the last, because in the last shell they want to be stable. Either they lose or either they gain. So if they don't want something like 3 or 4 or 5 in the last shell. They want what? Either 0 or 8. Okay, so which one is near? They go like that. For example, if they have 2, 8 and 2. So 2, it is closer to 0 or 2 is closer to 8?
0.
Closer to 0. What this guy will do? This guy will lose 2 electrons or he will gain 2 electrons?
He will not gain.
He will lose. He will lose this 2 electron to have what? To have just 2 8 in its ion. Okay, that's why the ions have 8 in the last. Why? Because the other shells, they already become stable. That's the reason. Clear? Okay. Now this one is interesting. Now this one we will do. Okay. So write the chemical formula for each ion. Use the periodic table to find the chemical symbol of the element. For potassium, what's the symbol for potassium? No one is giving me answer. Yes. Is my voice audible or not audible?
Yeah, it's audible.
So no one knows the symbol of potassium and magnesium and bromide? Bromine?
No, bromide
You
is
have to
bromine,
learn.
right?
You have to learn.
Yeah, I remember. Bromide is Br.
Bromine is actually
Magnesium
the
is Mg
element.
and potassium is K. Oh, Br, yeah, Br. And potassium is K.
Okay.
And
Mr. I was
So
muted the whole time.
so if uh, if potassium is gaining plus 1 charge, so it will be K plus. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about magnesium? He's getting plus 2.
Mg plus.
So
Mg
either you
plus
write
2.
either you write like this or you write like this. 2 plus, not plus 2. Okay, you write the number first and then its charge, not plus 2. Okay. What about bromide ion? Minus
Minus.
1 minus, yani either you write
But
minus
Mr. I had a
or 1
question. I was
minus.
muted the whole time. And
Okay, so
question
what
two
was your
and one.
question?
Question 2 and 1, I don't understand them.
The second question says why ions have 8 electrons in the outer shell. Now let's see this. How many electrons are there in the last shell of sodium?
1, 2, 3,
Sodium
4, 5,
ion.
6, 7, 8.
Ion, okay. How many electrons are there in the chloride ion last shell?
8.
Okay, what's the reason?
Uh,
So they are
To gain stability, because at
Yeah.
this situation they were not stable. Why? No, they were stable, but the electron, that extra electron, how can we
was not
make
stable.
it stable? And if this guy goes here, what will happen? There will be no
Stable,
more
what
shell
stable?
here, so it will be stable. And when one reaches here, then this guy will also be stable.
So how can we say it in words? Like words, like I understood, but how can I say it in words? Like if I want to answer.
Okay. So this answer comes here. No, not here. Here. Any atom with a full outer electron shell is stable. This is the answer. Bas. Only this is the answer.
Okay.
Okay. Any atom with a full outer electron shell is stable. No. Ions form in order to achieve this stable. Okay. Sorry. Next, just add one more line. Just add one more line. This is your answer number 2. Okay. So we have already studied previously that atom is already stable. Atom is already stable. But
Yeah.
how ions become stable? By transfer of electrons. But how atom is stable? By the equal number of protons and electrons.
Neutrons.
Not neutron, electron.
Yeah,
Neutron is
electron.
neutral. Okay. So did you understand? To gain the stability, ions do what? They form in order to achieve this stable structure. And I already told you in the example there. You can already literally see 8 here, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 8 here. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Clear?
Clear.
Okay, the last one. Question number 4. The electronic configuration of fluorine atom is shown. Predict the charge on its ion and explain your prediction.
So
To
it's
gain
showing the
stability.
last layer.
To
It will
gain
be negative. It
stability.
will be negative.
What we
It will be negative
negative how much?
by 1.
Why 1?
Because the most outer layer shell has only 7. So if you want to make it stable, ion stable, so we need to add 1 more.
You need to add 1 more, or you need to take 7. But taking 7 is almost
hard,
like impossible. But giving 1 is comparatively easier. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means this guy needs to accept electron from some other element, correct?
Correct.
Or need to lose? What are you saying?
No, need more. Accept.
He need to accept.
Yeah.
So if this guy is accepting a negative, so negative will be more. So this guy will become 1 negative, because this guy needs to accept how many electrons to become stable? 1. So it will be F minus or F 1 minus, and both mean literally the same thing. And this is not power, please students, do not take it. Okay, this is mg square or mg cube. Sorry, please. Okay, this is chemistry. So you say mg3 plus or mg2 plus, like that. Okay.
Is there like a 4 number in math? What is it called? Like square, cube, and cuboid? 6?
For the 4th power, I don't know.
And 6, what is 6? Is it cuboid? Because like cube and cuboid and
we as far as I know only 2. X square and x cube. That's all. I don't know more than this. Okay. So this answer is clear. The structure will be F minus. Okay. So we go quickly. And what is this key points here? Please, everyone, take a quick look. Ask me if you have issues. So we quickly move to 10.4.
An ion is an atom.
This lesson is easy.
Yes. And interesting also. Okay, we move on to the next one.
Wait, mister, I'm reading it.
And these are the basic building blocks of chemistry. These
Wait,
things
Mr. How,
will go a long time
Mr. How
with
do
you.
they like form? They like get extra, Mr. Atoms form ions to gain a stable electron configuration. Like they get from another atom.
Atom forms ions to gain a stable electron configuration. Look, see, that's what I'm telling you. Atom, their electron number is equal to the proton number. In that way, it is stable. But if you look shell-wise, okay, if you look shell-wise, is the last shell stable in some elements? No. It
No.
needs either to reach either 0 or 8. So which
So
one is
Mr.
near? He will decide that. That's why atom form ions to gain what? Which type of stability? Electronic configuration stability.
So
Electronic.
we can put this as the answer of question 2, right? We can put as the answer of question 2.
I think
Or
this
no?
will also work. This will also work. No problem. This can also work.
Okay.
Okay, so we move on to 10.4 quickly. Now covalent, oh sorry, here. Ionic bond and covalent bond. Now there are two types, at least two types that I know. In chemistry, there are two types of bond. What is the meaning of bond? How they are attached to each other. Like yours, you saw here that these two, in here, what happened? One electron left its position and shifted to another shell. So here shifting took place. Yes, but in some scenario, what will happen? For example, you have two cells, two electron here. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what will happen? The same.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Depending on the atom.
I'm talking about oxygen now.
Okay.
Oxygen. This is. Wait.
Marwan left.
Now look here.
Yeah. This is 1, 2, 3, 4.
In one
5, 6,
category,
7, 8.
no, this is the same thing. This is the same thing. This is the same thing. In one scenario, one electron is literally shifting from one to another. And now on the left, you have outer shell, how many? 8. And here outer shell, you have 8. Okay. But there is one more type of bond. What? No atom is leaving, but they are sharing. Yani they have how many here?
6.
6. So what will happen? These two and these two will share. Means what?
Combine?
No, they are like sharing. So this electron, this outer shell has how many? 6, but 2 from here, 8. Yeah. So this one becomes stable. And look for this atom now. It has 6 plus these two, 8. Okay. Stable. Now here sharing is taking place. Yes?
Yes.
So one example is for sharing. One example is for shifting. Now, which one is ionic and which one is covalent? Let me watch it. Let me look at it.
So I think covalent is the one that share.
So ionic compound. Ionic is the
one that shift.
Yes, shift, like salt example. Yes.
Yeah.
Now look here. So I will write it. This one is ionic bond. IO.
Nick. So like catonic and antonic.
No. Ionic bond and covalent bond. Because they are sharing, like co-op. You know, in video games we have co-op.
Yeah.
Two friends. Yes, cooperation. You two friends play at the same time in the same game. So you can remember like that. Okay. Covalent.
Oh.
Why there is so silence in the class?
Because like Amir is not talking. And Jamal and Ibrahim.
Amir left.
No, he's still
Mr. Amir
one
is
left.
here.
He came back?
I sent him a message. He
Yeah.
replied, but he is not like replying to me. I told him we
No, but he's
started.
not in the class now anymore.
No, he's
Oh,
still
he's there,
in the
he's there.
class.
Then who left? Osama? No.
Marwan,
Jamal?
Marwan.
Marwan left. Okay, okay. So now you understand what is the basic difference. I will go in detail, no problem. But you got the basic difference, yes? That in ionic bonding, hello?
Yeah.
Yes, in ionic bonding, you have shifting of electrons. But in covalent bond, you have sharing of electrons. Clear? Now,
Clear.
this is chapter 3, 10.4.
And 10.5.
Look, yes, they have made a whole lesson for that. Okay, so this is lesson 10.4 that we will study. This is 10.5 we will study. Okay, so let's
Amir is
finish
back.
them. Let's finish them quickly. He is back.
Amir.
Mr. I
So now
returned.
in
Did I miss anything?
you lost so many things.
The ionic and the
Oh.
covalent.
No,
Just
I understand this, but like
just
anything important.
okay. Tell me what is the difference between covalent and ionic bond?
Ionic bond is like only when the element gives another element or gain or loss an electron, but the covalent one is sharing electrons between two elements.
It's already in front of you. Everything.
No, but
Okay,
like I know the
but
whole
tell me,
meaning.
but tell me in sharing, how do you get 8
Yes.
electrons in the outer shell?
By 4 from the element, like from one element, and the other 4 from another element.
Yani 4 from other element you get, yes?
Yeah, 4, 4.
Wrong, wrong. You get 2 from other because 6 are already existing.
Oh, yes.
1, 2,
So,
3, 4, 5, 6 are existing, 2 are shared.
yes.
And same concept for the second guy. 6 are existing, 2 are shared. So this type of bond is covalent bond. Okay? And that's why I think it is mentioned here, ionic bonds are very, very strong. Ionic bonds are very
Very strong.
strong.
But covalent is like a bit weak.
Ionic bonds are what?
Very strong bond. They are very strongly bonded.
Oh,
Because their
because
outer
like
is full.
they only gain and lose because they cannot share.
So we studied the NaCl example there. NaCl, and NaCl is what? Our common salt. The salt that we have in our houses, that is made up of sodium and
Sodium,
chlorine.
chloride.
Okay? Our common
Chloride.
salt.
You said chloride or chlorine?
When it is element, it is chlorine. When it becomes ion, we call it chloride. Okay. So what is ionic bonding? The type of forces is electrostatic forces. You just have to memorize this term. What is the forces between the positive ions and the negative ions? Electrostatic forces.
What is
This is,
electrostatic?
you just have to memorize it.
Oh,
Not everything can be explained at this stage. Otherwise, it will take 1 hour more.
I know. Okay, I see.
Now look at the composition. The green color is chlorine, chloride ion, and the white color is sodium. They are so tightly packed. Look.
Yeah, like so this thing.
Yes. So this is like a very zoomed in version of a salt particle. Okay.
So I never
Salt.
knew salt is that strong. Tough, I mean.
What? What?
I never knew salt. I never knew salt is that tough. Like they're so packed together.
Yes, because we have not seen them in under microscope. Okay. And this will come from a very, 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 very strong microscope. Now, because it is made up of iron, sodium chloride is an ionic compound. Most compounds made up of metal are ionic. So if the teacher asks you, please give us example of ionic compound, you will say common salt or you will say sodium chloride. Okay? If the teacher asks you example. Not only that, you can give calcium oxide. You can say nickel chloride. And there are many hundreds and thousands. Okay. You can say nickel chloride. You can say cobalt chloride. No problem. Okay. So these are ionic compounds. Okay. Ionic bonding as physical properties. These things are very important for fill in the blanks and true and false. Very important. These 2 points that I'm going to explain. Okay, so please students, do not miss this page. This is VVVVIP. Very important. Okay, what is the first thing? The first thing is ionic compound have high melting point. Means what? They require a lot of heat to melt, or they require a very less heat to melt?
No, they need the high temperature to melt.
They need very high temperature to melt, to change from solid to liquid form. Okay. What is the second, and what is the reason? The teacher can ask you. Okay. The teacher asks you simply, why ionic compound have so high melting point? So you have to say, because they are bonded by electrostatic attraction.
Is it like the magnetic force?
You can compare similarly, so almost, that if something is, one is positive, one is negative, the relation between them will be very strong because they are opposite, like north and south of the magnet. Okay, that's why they are so strong, because they are bonded by electrostatic forces. Okay, electrostatic attraction forces. Okay, second one, ionic compounds are brittle. Who knows the meaning of brittle?
Mr. We took it before. Brittle means like not strong, like
Like,
Can you give me
not
real life
strong.
example? Can you give me example?
yeah, like the wire.
No. Now, wire is not brittle, it's malleable.
Ice,
Don't give me
Mr.
wire.
Ice, Mr. Ice.
The thing that
Ice cubes.
do not bend, or you cannot, like, it's not flexible. It will just remain straight,
Okay.
or it will crack and break. Cannot.
Oh, plastic.
Okay?
Plastic.
Cannot. What plastic? It cannot bend. It will just tuck. It will break. Yeah, like you have
Ruler.
Ice.
ruler, ice. Okay, I can go with ice. I can go with ice.
Ice
With glass
cubes.
also. With glass also. Why do
Mr.
I hear a
Ruler
lot
can
of
like break.
noise? Why do I hear a lot of noise?
Mr. Someone is
Oh,
on the airplane.
there are two Amirs now, mashallah. Double fees.
How, Mr. Also me, I can see it. How?
So Jamal double salary, Amir double salary. Now I have 10 people today, and not 8. 10 people, huh? Yes, Badar?
Mr.
Give me.
11, Mr. Because Marwan.
Badar always gives me funny emoji.
Joe
11.
Kamal.
Who is the 11th guy?
Marwan.
But Marwan is single.
No, like Mr. like 8 and
I already
2
counted him 8. I already, in the 8 he was there. But the 9th and 10th are Jamal the part 2 and Amir part 2. So now I have 10 students. Okay. So ionic compounds are brittle, means what? They are not flexible. They cannot bend. They will just.
like rule.
Ruler? Your ruler
Like
is
they're like
bending.
sometimes they bend, sometimes they
No. Instead of ruler, I will give you a better example. Like.
pencil.
Mr. Now, like a few moments ago, Muhammad Ali said it's a plastic. He meant by plastic like the elastic and plastic. If it's not flexible, you know.
Yeah. Like the
Oh,
plastic.
that elastic plastic is not only flexible, it's stretchable also. Don't go to that physics chapter, elastic and plastic, because there we are stretching also. So I'm not discussing that issue now. Okay, next. Now let's answer the questions. Write definition of the term ionic bonding, ionic compound, and giant ionic structure. So ionic bonding is what? Who can explain what is ionic bonding? Adnan, can you explain?
So what is giant
ionic
ionic structure?
bonding,
Yes.
the electrostatic attraction between the ions.
Where are you reading from?
What?
Where are you reading from?
I'm not reading.
You're not reading, huh?
You got another different thing.
And for ionic bonding, but you are telling me ionic bonding is the electrostatic forces, but you did not tell me how ionic bonding forms. You did not use the word sharing or shifting. What word we will use?
Explain.
Sharing or shifting?
Shifting.
Or gaining and losing. You can say like this, that two elements gain or lose electron, okay, to form ionic bonding. And what is ionic compound? The compound that are bonded by this bonding. Okay, what is the meaning of ionic compound? The compound that have this type of bonding, like no, sodium chloride, our common salt, our
Like
daily salt.
cobalt chloride.
Cobalt. Not cold blood. Not cold blood. Cobalt chloride.
Cobalt. Cobalt or
chloride.
calcium oxide or nickel
Calcium
chloride.
oxide and nickel chloride.
Or sodium chloride. Which is common.
Yes, sodium chloride is our common salt. And what is giant ionic structure that you saw here? That
and how did they form?
And how did they form? By electrostatic forces, and you have positive and negative ions in a 3D pattern. That's why it's so strong.
Just like the magnet, like negative and positive, they attract.
Yes. But do not write this in the exam.
Yeah, one time.
Okay, do not write the magnet
remembering.
positive, just for your understanding. Yes, just for your understanding. Okay, name the type of attraction that hold positive and negative ion together in an ionic compound. Electrostatic.
Electrostatic force.
Electrostatic attraction.
Oh, attraction.
Force of attraction. Okay, you can call it electrostatic force of attraction. Okay. Next, explain these physical properties. High melting point. Why does it have high melting point? What's the reason?
Because they're connected together so much, and they have electrostatic attraction, and it could have positive or negative ionic bonds. That's why. So they connect each other.
So you can give me two examples. The first reason, I mean not example, reason. The first the reason is they have electrostatic attraction and between what? Between oppositely charged ions. That's why it is so strong.
This I know between oppositely charged ions.
Opposite charge and positive and negative. Oppositely charged. Acting innocent today, as usual. Typical Muhammad Ali. Now next, it is brittle. Explain this. Brittle means what? If someone tells you to define what is the meaning of brittle, what will you say in the exam?
It cannot break or bend.
It cannot break.
No,
totally
I meant
totally wrong. Bend. It cannot be bended, or it is not flexible. Like a glass, like your window, glass window. Can you bend it? Normally, without heating. You cannot bend it. If you apply too much force, either it will bear the force until a limit. After bearing, what will happen? It will break. But will it bend?
No.
It will not bend. Okay. If your glass is like this, your window, will it become like this?
No.
No, unless it will not bend. Okay.
So like some windows that have like do you know like the thing that open and close?
And if you have car like this, okay, if it is already bent, will it become straight?
No.
Oh, look at the drawing. I'm drawing hammer or what, I don't know. But whatever I'm drawing looks cool. Marwan.
Mr. School Bus, Mr. School Bus.
Take care, huh? Another artist is coming. Oh, he's not here.
Mr. You draw a UPS van.
Oh, delivery, huh?
Yes, Mr.
Samsa. La, we care for Samsa because that is cheap. And we care about cheap stuff. Yes. Okay. Describe two strength and two limitation of the grape model of sodium chloride. I did not discuss grape model. Ainab? Where is Ainab? Here? Oh.
So it does not connect. It does not connect. It does not like it's not strong, so it does not connect properly because it does not
Barney
have.
and wait. Let me read it. I'm not aware of this. Barney and Sarah use grape to make a model of structure with a giant ionic structure, sodium chloride, and model is a physical model, not just an idea. Okay, so they literally make like this. The model has strength and limitation. The main strength is that it shows the position of oppositely charged. Okay, this is the first strength. One of the limitation is that it does not show that the ions vibrate on the spot. It does not show how the okay. So what are the problems here? This is the first problem. This is the second problem. This is the third problem.
So what
So
do they
one,
mean by vibrate on the spot?
it does not show. See, you have solid materials. They should be able to rotate here and there because particles are vibrating. Solid, liquid, gas, all the particles are vibrating. But here, can you show them vibrating? No, because they are so tightly packed. You cannot show them in this model. Okay, you cannot show them that they are moving sideways. What is the second issue? It does not show how the electrostatic attraction acts in all directions. It does not explain why ionic compounds are brittle, because see, this is just a model. For example, if you make a model of computer with the paper, okay, like we have seen in the science experiment, some students were making some model of the monitor, of the keyboard. Okay, now this is a model. This is not. No, can you say that why the screen is not working? Why the keyboard is not working? How will it work? We are
It's
just
just like the melon
demonstrating to you
experiment.
the appearance. We are just showing you the appearance. How can we expect this thing to work?
It's just like the watermelon model we took before about the atom in the last chapter.
Okay, let's go to the last question quickly and then we go to the, but we have, look, covalent bonding. Now, covalent bonding, something is shared. Now, look here. If I draw the last shell of chlorine, the last shell has how many? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To gain stability, how many electrons we need?
8. 1.
We need one more.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if chlorine and chlorine, you have another chlorine. This guy will also have 7. So what they will do? They will just share 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So what will happen? These guys will share this. So this guy becomes stable. This guy becomes stable.
Yes.
Okay. So this is covalent bonding, like co-op games. Okay. Let me just copy it. You can hear me or not?
Yeah, can Mr. Can hear.
So this is covalent bonding and how they are connected. Now, what was the biggest example we were studying too much in ionic bond? Which compound? Sodium chloride, common salt. Okay. Now they are discussing here about ammonia.
What is ammonia?
Ammonia is NH3. This one.
What is NH3?
What is NH3? Then what is N? Then what is H?
I think
hydrogen.
You just
hydrogen and
you come
hydrogen of
you come with a private session with me. I will charge you 200 real for 1 hour. Come private session. I will answer all your questions. 200 real for one session.
So this is really like 200 real.
Each 10 minutes. 10 real.
So this shows that it is made up of atoms of two elements, nitrogen and hydrogen. Now what is happening literally? Nitrogen, if I draw the outer structure of nitrogen, it has 5 electrons. How many?
5. Mr. By the way, our Mr. said like the only element that we have to learn, like the atomic mass and the atomic number and everything, but this,
sodium.
yeah, sodium.
Okay. So for salt, you should know what is the atomic number for Na and what is for Cl. For Na, it is
Na is 23, the atomic mass, and for chloride is 19.
Look here.
Yes, 11. 12.
Sodium is 11. Okay, and chlorine is 17.
Yes.
So you just remember this. Okay.
So what is the neutral in the
Yeah, the atomic mass,
sodium?
you mean?
Yeah, what is atomic mass, Mr.?
The sodium.
Atomic mass, it's not to be memorized. I don't recommend it. If you learn it, okay.
It will be in a table.
No, how can we know the neutron then?
Who tells you that you should know the neutron all the time?
Mister.
We
No.
have to learn the proton,
No.
neutron.
It's not expected from the student to remember the atomic mass. If the teacher is asking you what is atomic mass, ask from him. Okay, tell me the atomic number. The mass number. Then I will tell you how many neutrons are there. Not everything a student can remember, and I don't expect you to learn everything. I tell you. Okay. So if I am asking you, if Mr. Faiz is asking you, how many neutrons are there in nitrogen? So you have to give me another question. What? Okay, Mister, tell me what is the mass number. Then we can tell you how many neutrons. Do you know how it works? Do you understand how it works?
No. Like, Mister, you mean like not everything we have to study. Like there is things that
not study, learn. I'm saying learn. You don't have to learn the mass number.
Yes.
I'm saying it's not required. If you learn it, I have no problem. I'll not be crying on my bed if you learn this. Okay? But I don't expect you to learn these things because it is unnecessary. It's irrelevant now. Okay? So, you have N. Now, this guy has how many electrons in the outermost shell?
5.
5. How can it gain stability? Losing 5 or gaining 3?
Gaining 3.
Gaining 3. How does it gain 3?
By
hydrogen has 1 here.
Yes.
Okay. Now hydrogen has 1 here and
1.
And hydrogen has 1 here.
We have 2 in one shell, Mister.
What,
like in the first shell, only should put 2 in the first shell, right?
I am just displaying the last shell. I'm not displaying everything. It will take a lot of time to make the first shell and the second and I'm just focusing on the last
I was confused. I was only confused.
Other students, please do not be confused, okay? I'm just showing the last. I'm not showing the first shell and 2 electrons. It is already understood by you, okay? So I'm not showing it. So now think. One sharing here, one sharing here, and one sharing here. Now pay attention. Hydrogen has how many? Hydrogen has only 1 electron in the outermost shell. Now this is a very interesting scenario. Either he can release 1. Okay, he's in the middle. What is the stability for the first shell? 2.
2.
So how can this guy become stable? Either he lose 1 or either he gain 1. He has both options.
Yes.
But for nitrogen, it is not same that he lose 5 or gain 3. Is it same scenario? No. Losing 5 is so difficult. But gaining 3 is easier, correct?
Yes.
But if you are in the middle, like hydrogen, it is so good. You can either lose or gain. That's why hydrogen you will see in so many compounds. Okay? That's why you see hydrogen in so many compounds. Now, this is the first covalent. This is the second covalent. This is the third covalent. Is hydrogen stable now? Because you get 2. You see 2 here. Stable. This hydrogen is stable?
Yes.
Stable. This hydrogen is stable?
Yes.
What about nitrogen?
It's stable because it shares 3 electrons with the hydrogens.
Okay. So what do you have now? You have
NH3.
NH3 molecule. Okay,
Yes.
this is NH3. You get the point?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it's ammonia.
NH3 is mentioned here like this.
Yeah.
The big black ones are
Are
for the
for nitrogen.
nitrogen. The small ones are for hydrogen.
Yes. It's like the hydrogen ones are like crosses.
X, yes, cross. They are like crosses. So it's like this. Yeah, you have like this. For representation, yeah, better representation. You make it like this.
Mr. This is covalent bond, right?
Yes.
This is covalent bond, yes. Not COVID
Okay.
bond.
Covalent. COVID.
Mister, do you know what is the difference between COVID and COVID?
Corona and an atom.
No, COVID is a biology disease. You remember when you taught us this? Constructive pulmonary disease.
I did not remember. I do not remember.
COPD.
Yeah.
We did
It
not take,
means
I
the
think
alveolus
that.
is big.
No, we took it and it was in chapter 6.
6. No, 5. 5.
5.
Okay, let's
5.8.
let's deal with this one quickly now. Okay. So why form covalent bond? I told you to gain stability, they do sharing. So this is what I explained. Look, read it quickly, everyone, in your mind from here until last, and tell me if you have any problem. I will explain that line because I have already said it. I don't want to explain again and again. Read it and think this in your mind, what I explained here. Very easy.
The whole paragraph, right?
All the 3 paragraphs. Read this one, this one, this one. If you have difficulty, tell me. Otherwise, we move on quickly. We have taken a lot of time.
Mister, after this, are we gonna do the worksheet?
Yes, but not each and every question. Like quickly, we will go to the difficult ones only. Or if
Just
you have
skip
any,
the
or
whole,
if you have, or if you,
just
okay.
the whole خيارات because it's too easy.
Yeah,
skip
skip it.
True or false and choosing are all easy because
So
true
should
or
I
false.
move on? You have studied
True or
this. This is
Yes,
studied
yes.
by you. We can move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is how they are representing in a model. Okay. This is the nitrogen molecule, and this is hydrogen. This is hydrogen. This is hydrogen.
This ammonia is nitrogen.
Ammonia is not nitrogen. Ammonia is 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen. That is ammonia.
Okay.
Yani
Ammonia is
NH3.
the waste of fish.
Waste of fish.
Yes.
Waste.
When fish digest food, one of the waste products is ammonia. So when the fish makes a waste, we take it and put it under microscope, huh? and then we get this.
Has a bad smell.
So what are some of the examples? These are the names. Please just remember the names. If you don't know this symbol also, no problem. But remember the names. Methane, hydrogen sulfide, like this. Okay, now I'm going to bring something on the screen. Please do not laugh.
So you're gonna bring the ammonia, right? You bring the ammonia.
No, I'm not bringing ammonia. How will you laugh from ammonia?
I'm laughing, Mister. I'm laughing. I'm laughing.
Oh, I know this. Doraemon.
Finally.
Doraemon.
Not Doraemon. Doraemon. Yes.
Diamonds.
When I saw this structure, I remembered Doraemon.
Allah, Mister.
Mister, there is a lot of candies for this. There is there is a chips bag for this.
So
Mister.
So we have Ah, Jamal, wake up. Yes.
From that.
I'm
Mister,
laughing.
I was muted the whole time. I was so
Oh, of
bored,
course, of
Mister.
course, of course. I have sympathy with you. Yes, go on. Everyone, please make a funny emoji for Jamal. I will also make a funny emoji for
يستاهل
Jamal.
يستاهل يا
I will
مستر
clap. I
يستاهل.
will clap. Yes, applause. I will clap.
I think I can't.
Please, everyone. Ibrahim, everyone. Amir, give a funny emoji for Jamal because of his fine.
I
And give
can't
him a
stop
heart.
my.
You cannot?
His
Yes.
Okay.
MS team is like different version.
Yeah.
You need to
Okay.
sign in for the
No problem.
normal one.
Jamal, how are you? It's exam day
Mister,
now. Wednesday. You slept. You slept whole night.
I'm already it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks is past.
Now I am going to tell you one last thing here. In this example, you have two different elements. Like you have carbon and hydrogen. Carbon and hydrogen. Here you have sulfur and hydrogen. Yes. But in the next example, you have the same element within itself. And you have hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay. Chlorine, chlorine. Okay. Like this. You get my point?
Yes.
Wait,
So
so like
these are
once
the
this
different categories of covalent bond. Yani covalent bond can exist between two different elements also, and covalent can exist within the same element
same
also. And
element,
there are many elements that not just hydrogen, not just chlorine, but look,
everything.
oh, it's not given here. It's
But
not given here. The more
they need
non-element
to be
helium,
not
neon, argon,
noble.
krypton exist as single atom. Most other non-element exist as molecule with the atom joined by covalent bond. But these are
Mister,
like noble gases. They will not react.
oh yeah,
Yes, Mr. Interrupting in between Mr. Yes, what happened?
Mister, I wanted to say like every atom can like every element can combine it unless like it's a noble gas, right? And then you said that.
I did not say this.
Because like you said like now non like the noble gases
I
have
just,
like share.
I said, no. You are mixing two things and then making a different statement about, uh, wait, I have a call. Okay, so I think you are mixing two statements. At one position, I said the noble gases do not react. And what was the word for non-reactive?
Uh, I don't know. Oh yeah, okay. I know.
Okay, so at one position, I said the noble gases are inert. At one position, I said that between some elements, you can see covalent bond. I did not say that except inert, everything is covalent. I did not say this. Okay,
Okay. So Mister,
so
even noble gases can share.
I'm not saying that.
Is it a okay?
I'm not saying that. So whatever is given, I'm just saying from there. Okay, otherwise you will
Okay.
get lost by the unnecessary information as of now.
Okay.
So hydrogen you have seen, two, chlorine you have seen. Now ionic or covalent. Now they are summarizing what we studied in the last two lessons. We studied what? Ionic compound here. Beluga is still waiting. Huh? Ionic compound we studied here. Covalent bond we studied here. Now what are some of the important points for ionic and covalent? Ionic bonds form in compound of metal with non-metal. Okay, yani one metal and one non-metal. When you have, what kind of bond we have in them? Ionic. Okay, but covalent form in compound of non-metal and in non-metal elements.
Yes.
Okay, yani it can be formed between two non-metals, two different non-metals, or within the same non-metal, you can have covalent bond that we studied above.
Like nitrogen and hydrogen are both nonmetals.
Two gases
What?
and non-metals.
What?
Ionic can't move like non-gases. Like it should be only metal and non-metals.
I need to look into it. I need to look into it.
Yes, Mr.
I need
Because
to.
our Mr. said like the ionic because like it's only gaining or losing because it cannot be with the same with the same element or the same type of element. It cannot be the like non-metal and non-metal. They have to be different. But the covalent bonds because they can be sharing with the same
It
elements.
can be with the same element also.
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know about the gas part. I need to check that. So I think we will go directly. Okay, but before that, they are telling us what? Draw a dot and cross diagram. Okay, what? Dot and cross diagram for what? For HCl, hydrochloric acid. Okay, show the outer shell only. See, they are also telling show the outer shell. No need for the inner shell too. No. How do we do this? In
Hydrogen and chloride.
Hydrogen and chlorine. Chlorine, I already told you moments ago. What number do we have? What is the atomic number?
17.
17.
No, it's 17. And
Yes.
hydrogen
17.
is
Hydrogen is
one.
the first. Is the
Yes.
first
One.
element. One. Okay. Now, in chlorine, in the outermost shell,
It needs
how
one
many?
more.
How many
Eight.
do we have?
8.
17.
We have 8. No, we have
No,
7.
we have seven. Yeah, seven.
Oh,
Seven.
yes.
2 and 8 and 7.
Yeah, 2, 8.
2, 8, 7.
And in hydrogen, 1.
1. So
In
they can
hydrogen?
both share. So the hydrogen have 2 and the
Hydrogen have 2.
chloride can.
How
Oh,
hydrogen
yeah.
have 2?
No,
How
no, like
hydrogen have 2?
no. When they covalent bond, like when they do it.
Not co-levant. This is not Lewandowski Levant. Or Levant, the Levantine area, the Sham area, the Levant. This is not Levant. This is valent. This is valent. You know what is Levantine? The Shami area. In English, they call it Levantine.
Yes.
You know that?
Yeah, Syria and
Not Valentine, huh? It's Levantine. Please. Halal. We are studying halal stuff. Okay, so. Huh?
What's right? What's silent? Did you get a typo for silent stuff?
Osama became excited suddenly. He was sleeping till now. Valentine came and he became excited. Why like this?
What's Valentine stuff?
His son is dead, bro.
So this is the structure. Please, everyone, draw this in your notebook.
So, Mister, they want us to know that when they share, the hydrogen can have two, and the other one can have one more, so that it could be like full, right?
I don't know what you said, but draw this.
I know how. I don't need to draw.
Mister,
I already got
the chloride. Mister, when we make covalent, the chloride can have 18, right? 8 in the last shell, right?
8 in the last shell, yes.
Yeah, and the hydrogen too, at the last shell.
Yes, to gain stability.
Yeah. Okay. I drew it.
Okay, between two fluorine atoms, please draw this dot diagram and send me in the group. This dot diagram.
What is in fluorine? How much?
Fluorine 9. This are 9. So draw the outermost. But please take care. We use two different things. That's why I use dot and cross. But when you have the same element, you don't draw dot and cross. You either select dot or you either select cross. Not both. Okay? So select the dot.
So I sent you something.
7, right?
Wait.
So I don't have my mobile phone.
So what is the electronic configuration for fluorine?
It's
2,
2 and 8.
2 and?
2 and 8. 8.
How 8? 2 and
7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
Yes, these are all your games to act innocent just one night before the exam. I know your games. Don't play games with me. And tomorrow when you see the result, 51 out of 50. This guy. Okay. And even the MS Excel will not accept these answers. And when your teacher is putting this in your report card, Excel will say how it is possible. But your teacher will say it is possible. I don't know from where. So, dot diagram, is it ready? Please start sending your answers in the group.
Yes, mister, it's about to be ready.
Sir, I can't.
So I only have WhatsApp, mister, on my computer. I don't have my phone near me.
Okay. In WhatsApp chatting, how will you make this dot diagram?
Mister, do I send it in the group?
And you draw two X's, and in the next line you draw F.
You go on
and
paint,
you
mister,
draw.
you go on paint.
Osama. Oh, mashallah, Osama is doing creativity. Let me bring his answer.
What is this? What is this?
Mashallah. At least he's not making any excuses. Look. Let's see his. But he's drawing the HCl. H. Oh, but it should be X here. It should be X here. Because they are different elements. But nice job. Nice job. I like your creativity. I like your creativity.
I'm gonna do like him. I'm gonna do like them. Fluorine, F, and
Okay,
then
I got one.
7.
I got one from. Oh, I got the PNG file. Oh, these guys. Technological.
So look at this, mister. This is too creative.
Wait, one by one. Why are you creating HCl? I'm telling you F. Make for F and F.
Yeah, I made F.
Why are you giving me what I already drawn? Why are you sending me again? I don't want this delete. I don't want this delete. Send me the F.
Mister, look at mine, mister. Look at mine.
F7 0 0 F7. Okay, I think I will go with this one. I will go with this one. Strange, but okay, I will draw it for you. I will draw it for you because no one is understanding, I think, my lesson. Okay,
no, I know how, but I didn't have.
So for fluorine, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 here. And then for another fluorine, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
And the 2 zeros is for circling.
You make, yes, you make the bond. Circling. This is the covalent bond.
Easy. So do a worksheet, yeah, mister. Yeah, fast. You need to go fast, yeah, mister.
You need to go fast.
Mister, skip the choices, mister. Everyone knows it.
So choices, okay, I delete. And
we
okay,
go to
true and false, delete.
No. We need a
lava is rocks underground. Doesn't make any sense. This is false.
Mister, I think it's magma.
It's lava is molten rocks above the ground, mister. This is the answer. Yeah, molten rocks above the ground.
But lava, when it escapes out of the volcano, then it is called lava. When it is inside, it is called magma.
Yes, so it's false.
Yes, it is false. Next, and atomic number is the number of neutrons.
Say magma is rocks?
It's molten rocks.
Yeah, true. Yeah. No, proton. No, can you say it's magma is rocks under the ground? Can we say that?
What are you discussing? Magma and proton in the same line? How are you?
No, in 17.
Lava is rock underground, yes. You can say magma is molten rocks. Magma is molten rocks.
Okay.
Underground. Magma. Next. Atomic number is the number of neutron. Is it correct?
Proton.
No, proton.
Proton or electron. Both answers are acceptable, but neutron, we cannot write it. Proton, if you write, then also it is correct. If you write electron, then also it is correct. Next. A carbon atom has 6 protons, 6 neutrons, so its proton number is 12. MashaAllah. No. Maths has left the chat. If it has 6 proton, how can it have 12 proton?
We added 6 electrons, mister.
Oh yes.
Now Osama is back with his creativity.
What is that? I can't understand it.
Let me try to understand it. G? What is G?
G جمال F فارس O عمر.
Is there a gang build up or what? What is
Oh,
happening?
go.
Oof.
Go for.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay.
Mr. Green,
Next. Next.
acting.
In the periodic table, the elements are arranged in order of mass number. No? Wrong?
No, it's in
No, in atomic
pro-
number. Atomic number.
Atomic number. Yes. Compounds of metals have covalent
No,
bonds.
No.
Non-metal. Non-metal.
Really?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's written in
Non-metal.
the book, Mr.
Wait.
You can see it in the last part, Mr. When we read before the questions.
Compound of non-metal and non-metal element. Where it is written? What are you telling me, Amir?
Before the questions. See,
Covalent
ionic
bond form in compound of non-metal and in non-metal element. Okay, so metal. Okay, ionic bond is formed in metal with a non-metal.
Yes.
And what is your worksheet asking?
For covalent.
Non-metal.
Mr. Green,
They
the
are
question
asking.
is different
They are
from the
asking for
worksheet.
covalent. So the answer will be what?
Non-metal.
Ionic.
False.
False.
Yes,
Ionic.
or ion. Yeah, ionic or non-metals, Mr. We can write non-metals instead of metals.
Okay. You can write it non-metal. Okay. Next. There are 4 covalent bonds in ammonia.
No,
We
3.
created ammonia
False.
like this.
Three.
So there are
Three,
3.
Mr.
1, 2,
Three.
and 3.
Yes.
2 white and 1 blue, or I don't know.
Okay.
First
And
model
literally
of
this three will help you.
Yes.
Yeah.
First
The first model of
atom.
atom states that the atom are made up of tiny subatomic particles.
True.
No, false.
False.
I don't think so. This is true.
Yeah, this is false. It's written in the
Yeah.
answer T. I think where was it?
I think it's. I think it says the last instead. I don't remember. It's either the last or something
Oh
else.
yes, Mister.
I don't remember.
You have to
Mister, I have the answer to you, Mister. Last.
you have to make an X on the first and write last, the last model of.
The first,
Like-
not the last model. The first.
Huh?
Not the last, not the first. The last model.
You mean the
The
last? This is the
Yeah,
correct
the
thing?
last.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's in the
Yani
answer.
everything is false or what?
Yeah, everything is false.
Okay. Cathode rays are made up of uncharged waves according to Thomson's observation. I need to check.
No,
I'm forgetting the names.
It's false, Mister.
No.
It have to.
Charged.
It's
I think it is
False.
charged.
Change of
Yeah,
part of change
particles or
particles.
negatively particles.
Yes. Negatively charged.
Yes.
Negatively charged.
Yes.
I think it's negatively
Mister,
charged.
it's charged. In the answer key, it says charged particles.
Okay. But to be more specific, negatively, but even if you don't write negatively, if you just give a charge, okay,
Yeah,
that will do the
charged.
job.
Yes.
That will do the job. Okay. Marsden and Einstein
False.
predicted a new state of matter, and this state would only exist at a very low temperature. I'm forgetting
Mister,
this
not
one.
Mars.
False.
Not
False. It will be
False.
Niels Bohr and Einstein.
Okay.
So I just wrote
Nat
Bose.
Bose, the Indian guy with spectacles, glasses.
I just wrote Bose. Is it correct?
Yeah, it's also right because it's
Yeah,
like the last name.
Okay.
Can we say
You
only
just write
Bose?
Bose, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Isotopes are atoms of different elements.
False,
no, Mister,
false, same.
we
No,
have
Mister,
okay.
same elements with
Same elements,
different
different
numbers
number
of
of
neutrons.
neutrons.
Numbers of neutrons.
Yes.
Like switch.
Yeah.
Like make an
Now,
Same element.
different.
No, yeah,
neutrons.
same and
And
different.
different. And same is also different.
Different
Yes.
numbers.
Same, yeah.
But are you sure the neutrons will be there?
Neutrons? Yes, because
I need to check.
it's always talking about neutrons, Mister. There will be no because if it was an electrons,
Okay.
it will be ions, and there will be no protons. It can't be different than protons.
Professor. Next. If you know the mercury atom has 20 proton and 20 neutron, calculate the nucleon number and the number of electron.
Number of
Yeah,
electron is
Nucleon number will be
20.
40 and the number
Electron
of
is very
protons will be
easy.
20.
Electron,
Yeah.
same
40,
like
20,
proton,
40,
20.
Yes. And
But
nucleon number
nucleon
20
means
plus
what?
20.
P plus N. P
Yes.
plus
So
N.
and P
40.
equals 20.
40 and
40,
20.
40, I mean.
40.
Yeah.
A
40 and
proton
20.
is 20 and what?
Yes.
Electron is 20, neutron is 40.
Neutron is
Nucleon.
40. MashaAllah. Neutron is 40. Jamal, say it one more time. Jamal, say it one more time.
Clap for him, Mister. Clap for
You
him.
thought I didn't hear you.
Clap for
Nucleus.
him.
Nucleon is something else. Neutron is something else. There is a big difference between these two words. What is the difference? Jamal will explain to us. Professor Jamal,
Yes,
please explain. What is the difference between neutron and nucleon? Do not search on Google, please.
Is it
Start. There is a question I don't understand.
is it
Is it? Is it what?
I don't know, sir.
Is it? I don't know. Or is it
Okay. Wait.
final number?
Okay.
Nucleon number is
Neutron and nucleon. What is the difference? Now you must have searched it already. I am not listening now.
Yeah, Mr. Next question, Mr. Khas.
Explain what will happen if the cathode ray Thomson passes through electrically charged pieces of metal.
It
They
will be
will bend, attracted.
Yeah, it will be
Wait, Mr. I don't
attracted to the
understand this
positive
question. I
Attracted
one.
or
don't
repelled?
understand.
Attracted or repelled?
No, attracted to the positive, to the positive part of the
Wait,
cathode.
Mr. I don't understand this question.
yeah towards the positive part.
Came in a test 2 times and a midterm 1 time. So
We have already taken it, yes? So,
yes.
I don't understand it.
Like Muhammad there
Come
in the
one
cathode
on one.
video.
Muhammad Ali, come one on one.
No, Mr.
Describe
What
the
does it
I
mean?
don't
Wallah,
understand
and
it
then
either.
I forgot. What does it? I don't understand it.
حتى أنا والله.
Like the negative
Explain
electrodes.
what will happen if the cathode ray in Thomson experiment passes through electrically charged pieces of metal. I will show you one thing, and I showed it last time also.
Mr. It's written in the answer key that it will deviate towards the positive pole.
Should deviate.
Attracted.
Move.
Attracted.
mean-
attracted.
Can we say attract for
I
deviate?
don't really know.
Attract is something else, deviate is something else.
Because like
Yeah,
it's like the
opposite.
same. I don't.
Oh, this one.
Deviate
Now
means
here-
to divert or change.
So you have cathode ray, I mean the cathode rays, and they are changing the paths. So changing of path is known as deviation. Okay, yani these rays were going straight, but why did they bend? Why did they change their path?
That's called deviate.
Because of the
That's called deviation. And why did it happen? Because of electric field that is existing here.
yes.
If this electric field is not existing here, what will happen?
Oh.
This
It will
line
go-
will go straight.
Yes.
Yes, it will go straight through it.
But because of these electric things, what will happen? These guys will attract this.
It's like the,
So
yeah,
what
the
will happen?
magnetic force
Instead
will
of
get
going
the-
straight, it will go like this. It will go like this.
It
Okay.
will deviate.
So what's the answer given in your answer key? Read it.
It will deviate towards the positive pole.
It will deviate towards the positive.
Pole.
Spot.
And cathode ray is negative, right?
Yes.
Cathode rays are negatively charged. That's what we studied here. Here. So if something is negatively charged, it will attract towards the positively electrode.
Pole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mister,
Pole.
I need to leave.
Okay. So what is the meaning of LHC? large. Okay, this one question three, four.
large right
But where is the issue? Because we have so many pages. Can you ask me specific? Because I think other parents are also asking me, yani, some help from other grade.
Mr.
So
There are
can
only
you?
3 more pages, Mr.
No, it's not only. It's a big deal for me now because in the starting I said also workbook, but I cannot take the workbook pages.
Oh. Mr. No
What
need
we're
the
gonna continue like later
So
today.
yeah, Mr. I think
what,
all of them
Ibrahim?
are reported for me.
nothing, خلاص.
So describe the Rutherford. What is the meaning of LHC? LHC we did already. The Large Hadron Collider. It's
Mr.
very deep.
Rutherford's a model and 4 atoms before James. This one I understand.
I think you can just see the theory from there, from the answer key. I think that's enough. Just memorize it. You cannot understand each and everything.
Okay.
Yani you want to know if and but for everything. Now we have shortage of time. Okay. Now what is there? The table gives information about 4 particle ABCD. Complete the table. Okay, what's the table?
So, Mr. Question number.
Okay, missing numbers. You can tell missing numbers. The number of
no,
neutrons.
not this one. Not this one. Down, Mr. The last question in this page.
So,
last question.
so this question you can do. Okay. The last
yeah,
question.
but Mr. The last question. Yeah, it's not written in the answer key. The answer is not written.
Describe the modern model of the structure of the Earth.
Yeah, it's not written in the answer key. They wrote only 107.
What page number?
102. 102. I think page number 102.
You could say that it's like a circle. You could say that it's like describing.
Like, how can we explain it? How can I describe it in words?
Go to the proton
Like, can
one.
we say it consists from a crust and it has.
Describe the modern the crust mantle core. That diagram that you have to explain.
Just we can say it's made of what and if it's liquid or solid like that.
They are asking the modern or they are asking the ancient. They are asking
the
modern model. So you explain this. Outermost is crust, then you have inside mantle, and then core is 2 layers, outer core and inner core. That's all.
Ah, like this? Okay, easy.
And then here, the table gives composition of 3 particles. What is the evidence in the table for what is the evidence in the table for each of the following? A, B, C are all particles of the same element. How can you say that all of these forms are the same element? How can you identify? Because the number of proton is same. And this has 15, this has 15, this has 15. But the neutron is changing, so it is isotope. Yes? Because if neutron is changing,
they said explain the wait.
Because same protons.
Yeah, they said same number of protons. Yeah, they said like that.
Okay.
Like that.
Same number of protons. Okay. Then what? Particle A is an atom, and what is the electronic structure of A? Particle A. What is the electronic structure? No. If I write A like this, what number will I write here? What number will I write here? Count and tell me.
No, Mr. In the answer key, look at what they said. It's different.
No, but I'm asking this. What is the electronic structure of A? Tell me. How many? What is the atomic number and what is the mass number for A?
The atomic number is 15.
Okay, so I write 15 here. What is the mass number?
And the mass number is 15 plus 60, which is 31.
Yes. Correct.
But what it says normally is just like the number of just protons and electrons, like on a small grid, like with lines.
I'm getting
Let's
colder and colder. Let's go to workbook. Methane.
Yeah. Always easy.
Methane. A and C are isotope for the same element. What is the reason? Because you see the number of proton and electron is same here, and the number of electron and proton is same here. But what is differing?
The neutrons. They're
number of neutron. That's why A and C are isotopes. Okay. And what is the atomic number for this element? 15. It's same, 15. Okay.
It's also called the proton number.
So now if you want to go workbook and other things, I think I can give the time at night, like from like 10 or something, like 11 from my side, yani 8:30 for Saudi time, 8:30. Now I cannot continue.
It's
Okay.
okay, Mr. If you want.
8:30 I can continue, inshallah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Everyone,
Continue. Like, will you send the new link at 8:30?
I will not start. If you want some clarification or some workbook, I can give 30 minutes more from 8:30 to 9. Is it clear?
Oh, yeah, clear.
I think I'll
Okay.
just do the workbook on my own though.
Okay, that's what I want. Go through the workbook and try yourself instead of just waiting for Mr. Fast to solve everything and then you are memorizing. Think for yourself first.
Of
Okay?
course,
Because,
because
yes, because we have taken how many lessons today? 5 lessons in too much detail. So if you cannot answer the workbook, yani there is a big problem, I think. If you cannot do anything in the workbook. Okay? So what I suggest, instantly after this class, take some rest, but from 10.1 to 10.5, what you do, guys? Go to the workbook and try to solve each and every question. Is it clear?
clear.
Okay.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
مع السلامة.
Wa assalam wa tasharrafna.